Well, it is time for another too much single color build, and our rainbow apartment building is looking dangerously tall right now. We have done pink, we've done green, we've done yellow, we've done red kind of successfully, blue and purple. And when I asked you guys what color we should do next, well, let me not tell you just yet. We're actually going to take our rainbow apartment away, and I'll tell you why in a moment, because today we are doing too much white. It is going to be a single color, just white, like only white build. And this should be easy because I have a lot of white bricks. White is such a common color in Lego, which is awesome. It means if I'm looking for a certain shape of brick, I should be able to find it in white. So to make this just a little bit of an extra challenge for me, I'm gonna make a build inspired by one of my favorite Lego Friends builds of all times, the Cupcake Cafe. Because we got these cool little window shapes here, right? And we've got, I'm gonna use this sign. We're not gonna use transparent bricks, and we're not gonna use any variant on the color white. So we're not gonna use light gray or light blue or anything like that. It's just gonna be white. So the only way we're gonna get color in this is through the stickers or printing on the bricks, or we're gonna have to look for some textures, like textures bricks and things like that, to make it look just more than just a big block of white. But first up, let's make some characters for our white cake cafe. Now, we have got a chef's cap, which I think is we're going to need this, so it's lucky we have this. But we've got a few other options. We could have the baseball cap here with the blonde hair, got some Marilyn Monroe hair, making me think. And we've got a shower cap, okay, and a cowboy hat. I don't know that that's going to work for the theme that we're looking for here. This one here is, well, we've seen this in a few places, but that recently came in the Arendelle Castle set. This powdered wig, I don't think that's going to work. Just a plain old baseball cap, or we could have a bandaged headpiece. Well, we're going to use the chef's cap because we're going to have a baker. So we're going to need, thankfully this is white, so we've got a baker's top. Let's use these 3/4 length pans to just have a really cute little bacon. No, I don't like those. I really do like those tight ones. The boots are just a bit too formal. This is going to be just a bit cutesy. It's going to be cute. So let me just find a head to go with this outfit. There we go. And then we can put the baker's hat on, and this is going to be our owner of the White Cake Cafe, and we are going to call her Ivory, because Ivory is white. So Ivory is in charge of the bakery, so she's going to need a cake. So thankfully this cake top here, this is already iced with a sticker, but it's going to just be a vanilla cake. Oh, it might be a white mud cake. Like a white mud cake. This is her first confection treat. I just knocked her over. So she can be holding this delicious looking cake, so we cannot make any mistakes, and we know for sure that she is a baker at the White Cake Bakery. But she's not our only character. So Ivory's there falling over with her cake. Let's just give her a base plate there. Let's make a customer. So the Heart Lake Hospital is right next door, so we're going to make the doctor, who is next door at the Heart Lake Hospital. She likes to duck in. No, that's not going to work. Hospital. Oh, this could be like her everyday kind of top. We're going to put her in her doctor's outfit, and she's going to need white hair. So let's try some of these on. That doesn't work at all. I just need to try them on though. Cowboy hat. I think she could totally be taken seriously as a doctor with a cowboy hat. Maybe not. She could be wearing a shower cap. Actually, there's not a shower cap. Like, that's like a surgeon's cap thing to cover over her head. Over her hair. You don't want to cover it over her head because she needs to be able to see. Or she could have actually been, she could be the patient herself, because doctors aren't immune to getting hurt. But no, let's take that bandage off her head. No, she cannot wear a powdered wig. That's ridiculous. She gets, not this one either, I don't think. I think this one's too fancy. It's cute. It's very, very cute, but it's just a little bit fancy. So let's choose this hair for our doctor. So this is Dr. Bianca, because Bianca means white in Italian. So Dr. Bianca pops in for a cup of coffee, even though the White Cake Cafe doesn't make very good coffee. It's really more about tea and cakes. But she comes in for coffee every day. So she's got her white coffee cup. Okay, so we've got Dr. Bianca, we've got Ivory, we've got a cake, and we've got an idea for a build. So let's take away the Cupcake Cafe first up, because I've had a look at that and I've got some ideas. So base plates are no problem with white. There are heaps of nice white base plates, and I want to make it just a little bit longer than our big square base plate there. That looks like a good size. Now let's put just a few little flat plates here. I love these cloud pieces. I'm going to have to use a few of them. Let's use these to hold our base plates together while we put the rest of the build together. Now, this is actually going to be the start of a brand new apartment building. Though I haven't finished with the rainbow apartment yet. I've just taken a little break because we're going to make a new one. We're going to make the monochrome apartments, which means on the bottom level we're going to have white, and on the middle level we're going to have grey, and on the top level we're going to have black. It's just going to be a 3-level apartment building. What do you think? I'm really excited about this idea. So the monochrome apartments, this is going to be really tricky to see this build against my white table. So if I put maybe blue under, actually, this is a great opportunity to use these. These are like the extra, well, they're called extra, and they are printed bases that you can put under your builds to make really cute playing areas. So this will make it easier to actually see the white build from the white table. Okay, so these pieces, I love these. I love these window frames, and they've got the little textured cutouts on them so we can put them on either side of the door. And we got so many white doors, but I love this cute one with the little cutouts in it too. So we're going to use as many cutout things and as many textured bricks as we can to make this a bit more interesting. So if we put the door here and we sit it back a bit from the actual windows, then we need to sit the windows up. Once again, we're using some textured bricks. I don't have many of these, so we'll use them sparingly. We'll use the plain ones around the back where you can't actually see. We'll sit this one up as well. This is gonna look really weird, I think, all in white, but I reckon I can make it look like a real build, just all in white. It's gonna look weird, but fun. This is fun. Okay. All right, so we've got some windows. We want them to be display windows. This is a cake shop. Perfect opportunity to use this cake costume. And we're going to need to be displaying it up, like propping it up. So let's make a pedestal for it to sit on and hope that that's high enough. Let's see, is that gonna be high enough to peek out of the window? It's falling off. Beautiful big wedding cake. It's sitting just a little bit high of the window, but that's fine. I don't care. That looks fantastic. We're gonna make it a wedding cake because we've actually got little white figures. So let's see if I can put the little, look, I'll show you. Look, you ready? Here they are. How cute are these guys? And I reckon we can shove them in the top of the cake. It's a wedding cake with the little wedding figures on the top. All in white, so exciting. All right, so a wedding cake displayed in this window. The other window, actually there's grub on everything. You can see the dirt on the white really easily. In the other window, we're going to use this as a backdrop because we won't see the C on the top because it'll be obscured by the top of our front window. And maybe we could have, because I don't know that we don't have another fancy cake, we can use presents. So, well, we could use this present box because this could be the gift wrapping that the cakes come in, right? So if we can sit this one up and display this in the window too, that's also going to add a little bit of color because it's already printed. It's got color printed on it. Okay, I've got this stickered doormat here. It's on a white tile, so it's totally legitimate. And over here is a perfect place to put a white cat. Let's put this one little white cat up here. We're going to call him Marshmallow. All right, so door opens. That's perfect. Okay, let's add another layer along the top and maybe a little awning because we've got these nice curved pieces in white over the door. And we're going to use this cake shop sign stolen from the Cupcake Cafe and we're going to put it here, I think. I think that'll be a nice height. Nobody's going to be able to walk under that. I mean, we might have to sit it up a little bit higher. So let's make our little display window here filled in with some more white bits on the top. That'll do all right. I think that'll do okay. Okay, so I think I'm finished with the outside here for now. We're going to leave Ivory out here chatting with Marshmallow while we head on the inside and see what we can equip this cake cafe with in white. It's got a white doormat. I want to display something in this window which you'll be able to see from the outside, and I'm going to display these little white pieces. I'm going to use a transparent piece. So I'm cheating a little bit, just a little bit, but I want to make this like a big cookie jar, but it's like a big lolly jar. Or well, some sort of delicious confection. Don't know what it is, but it's pretty and it's white with enough color in it to just add some interest to it. So I want to display it over here, so we need some tables. And oh, look at this! I can use these with the drawers in them because the drawers are white. Oh, so pleased that I can finally use some of the furniture pieces. And we'll pick this up here to the same height and then we can display that there. Very nice. All right, I'm just trying to turn it around so that it's giving us the best angle. We'll smooth over the top, and here, just inside the door, we can put some white clips in, and we can use the iPad piece, which is on a white tile, and this can be like where you check in, or it's like the cash register. It's the everything, it's a little computer screen. That looks really cute there, and that's in just the right place, just inside the door. All right, let's add some wall over here so we can put some more kitchen in. This shouldn't be too tricky because there's lots of white options, including this cute little one with the sticker on it with the hand mitt and the spatula. Or the spatula? Is that a spatula? Here it is, spatula. And a window which matches our door, and we're going to need a shelf up here to store some of the crockery. And this is an excellent opportunity to use these beautiful bowls. I wish I had a lot of these, but I've got enough, And some teacups, my favorite thing. This cake shop is going to be renowned for its tea. It's going to have like the fanciest, craziest teas ever. Okay, so we've got teacups up there. Let's go down here and add some more drawers in here. And I wonder if we can make a stovetop. I think we can. In fact, today she's baking pies. That one's been on the ground. It's a-okay. So this one's got some strawberries on the top. And we've got a plain pie as well. It's white, so we can totally use these. It's pie baking day. This is looking really good. And an oven. We can do an oven because we've got this fantastic oven door from Tiana's set. And you can see inside that it's baking pies. You're baking pies even though the door's shut. And on the stovetop, there's a pot where she's making the mixture, or maybe the custard. This could be like the custardy bit. This is actually a rice printed piece, but it can be whatever I want it to be. So I reckon it might be the custard mix for the pies. Oh, this is going so well. I think that I can actually make a sink. So let's make a sink for washing up purposes. We'll put that in the corner. We've got these little cornered pieces. And I'm pretty sure I have a white tap. Let me see. Let's build this up to the right height. We do! We've got white taps! This is all going way too well. It is so bright though. Look at all that clean white. Okay, and up here, I want to put some cups because there are more mugs. There's lots of white mugs. So we're going to hang these above. It's a nice place to store them above the window here. This one's got the I Love HLC Heart Lake City printed on it. Might put it up just a little bit higher. Like one plate higher there. That's so cool. The kitchen is all white. Okay, let's continue along the top here just to get it to the same height. Yeah, we can get it now all to the same height as the door frame, I think. Now that we've pretty much finished that wall, so we can finish off the top too. And we're going to smooth it all over when we get to the end so that we can put another floor on it later. Okay, in the middle, I want to put another little table, a little working table. So we'll use these rounded, these little quarter pieces, and we'll hold them together like this, and we can use these rounded pieces to lift them up to the right height. I wonder if this will be too bulky in the middle though. There's plenty of space in the middle of that floor. I think it should be okay. Let's build the table first and then install it in the kitchen and see how it looks. I can tell you how it'll look. It'll look really, really white. So I've left a space in the middle just so that there's a bit of negative space so that it's not all just blocky white. And that actually, yeah, there's enough room for everything there now. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. Okay, and on here, this is like the servery. We've got her list. So this could be her menu or her little checklist for taking orders. We've got a teapot because we have to have teapots because it's white and we've got teacups. And speaking of teacups, we're not just going to have any old normal tea here. We're going to have tea with fancy toppings. So maybe cream or, let's put another one in over here. And this one can, I'm just trying to fit it all here on the table. This one can have, this is like a fairy floss topped tea. Very fancy. And I could use another bowl. I could fit a bowl over here which can have a big scoop of ice cream. White ice cream on it. Oh my goodness, I want to come and eat here at the White Cake Cafe. Okay, we need some wall over here. And we need to fill in that space that escaped from our base plate there. Now that we're going to have this bit of wall that's going to hold it in. And I have little outward facing studs. I have a purpose for this. They're going to face out, and I'll show you why when we actually do the outside of the cafe. But we'll just get this wall in here, and we're going to have a nice big walkway through to the eating area of the White Cake Cafe. All right. And we've got heaps and heaps of these pieces, nice arch pieces, so we can create a nice archway. We need another little bit of a doormat there, and it's looking good. So let's make a display area over here. So some shelving for all of the delicious white confectionery goodies that Ivory makes. So let me see. Let's put this nice little lattice fancy bit on here. I'm all about adding texture and patterns to break up the whitiness today. And I think that might be tall enough. So let's make some yummies to put on here. So this little tray is going to have some snowflake goodies with 2 different little snowflake confections. I can't even think of what to call these. If you can think of names for these, let me know in the comments because I'm running out of ideas. Her specialty is white croissants. White croissants. And if we put, I don't know what this could be. This could be some sort of, I don't know, it's a bubbly scrumdiddlyumptious, and this here is a fluffy plurpin. Oh, this is a terrible name. Okay, you need to give me some better names for these yummy treats because they deserve better names. Let's put them up just a little bit higher so that they all match in on the same height. And down on the bottom, if we put these little cuties on a square base, they should sit quite nicely on our little shelf there. So we'll build this one up with a flower and a bit of cream on the top, and I have no names for these. I run out. But they look pretty. They look pretty and they look tasty, and they're really filling out this shop nicely. Whoa, okay. All right. So the display shelf is ready. Over here, we're actually going to have a little storage area for newspapers for people to read while they're drinking their tea and eating their yummy confections. So we've got lots of different choices of newspapers here. All right, I think we have fitted in as much as we possibly can on the inside of the cafe. Let's start working on the eating area out here. And these outward facing studs, they're going to hold a rainbow wall art installation. Because I just had to use these rainbow pieces because they're on white tiles. There's no way I was not going to be using these. So if that's going to be like a focal point, we're going to make a seating area, a high seating area underneath. And let's see. Maybe I could put, I wonder if I could put, like most of these places have got a little flower in the middle of the table, a little vase. So we can make that out of just white pieces. That's so cute. And we can have a bubble drink over here. Little smoothie, little white smoothie, vanilla smoothie. Oh no. Oh, that does not fit in that space because that flower's too big. Oh, but that looks silly. That looks silly without the flower on the top. I really wanted it to look like a little vase in the corner. You know what? I'm just going to put it all back together and pretend it's not tilting on its side. There we go. See? Can just pretend it's not like that. Let's put some stools in, so some wall seating, and Dr. Bianca can sit here if she's got some time in between surgery, and she can drink her substandard coffee because there is no coffee maker inside this. I don't know how the coffee's made. It might just be tea in a coffee cup. Okay. This idea I took directly from the new Arundel Castle build. If you've already seen it, you're going to recognize this. I've just changed a couple of the colors. We're going to ignore that gray little Technique piece there because we need it to hold the bird on. So there's going to be a little bird house nestled at the back of the Cake Cafe. Oh, and I think, oh, there are heaps of little white, well, there's enough little white cats. Let's bring another little kitty in. Let's bring in this one. We're going to call this one Angel, and he's going to hang out here on the doorstep. Now, we need some furniture, some more furniture, and these are very, very identical to the ones in the Cupcake Cafe. So we're going to have some seating, and because they've got those cool shaped and textured back, texture, it's going to look nice and interesting. So we got some pretty seats, we got 2 seats, and we're going to use this cloud piece as a tabletop for our cafe seating area. If we use these window pieces, that also makes it a little bit airy underneath, and I think we need to set that up just a little bit higher. There we go. All right, and on the table, not finished with the delicious confections yet, we have got this slice of cake. which is on a white tile, so I can totally use it. And another teacup, and this one's got some yummy, yummy something in it. It could be cream. Ice cream. Big glob of ice cream. Creamy ice cream. Because isn't all ice cream creamy? Now, where are we going to fit these? We don't want to make it too cluttered with our little wall seating there as well. So I might be able to... Oh, sorry, Dr. Bianca. We'll just sit you back here and let's... Yes, that fits. That's going to fit nicely there, I think. And we can put this one here. And I'm pretty sure I've left enough room for a mini doll to actually sit there. Let's bring Ivory in and she can test this out. Yes, the legs do just fit under that table. All right, okay. So furniture's done. Let's make some lattice work to partition off the ends of our eating area here. And I want some sort of pillars up in the corners because I've got something I really, really want to put in here. I need another pillar. It's going to need to just sit it... hold on, we'll move that over one and sit that up just a little bit higher. And we're going to use these pillars to... I'm cheating again. I'm going to cheat because I want to use these fairy lights and they've already got coloured studs on them, but they're on a white string. So I'm just going to pretend the coloured studs are like stickers. Can I do that? I can do that because it's my build. But I just can't not do it. Once I had this idea, I just could not do it. So I really, really wanted to hang fairy lights around the perimeter here of the eating area of the outside cafe. So I've cheated a couple of times in here, but I'm sure you'll totally forgive me because it looks so cute. You might not forgive me. I hope you do forgive me. Okay, but apart from that, we've done everything else is white. We've done lots and lots of white. It's so whitey white. Okay, down here though, we've got a little bit more space. So I want to put in another one of these little... Yeah, no, we'll put another one in front so they can be kind of at different heights. And this is where we're going to store the board games. Because sometimes you want to just hang out with friends, play some board games while you're eating and drinking. And here's an extra cushion, just in case those chairs are not comfortable enough. So an extra cushion and some board games here stored to the side. Oh, and one last thing. Dr. Bianca has got a dog. See, a little white dog. He's going to love hanging out with these cats. His name's Casper. And let's bring in one more cat. Let's put another kitty up here. This little kitty up here. What should we name this kitty? This kitty's name is going to be Luna. Luna for the moon. Right, now we just need to smooth over the top. So we are ready to add another floor onto our new apartment building, our monochrome apartment building. And then I think we'll be finished with our white build. Our white cake cafe, which has turned out very, very pretty and very, very white. Do your eyes hurt from all of the brighty whitiness? Oh, I think mine do. Okay, but success! Big tick, we have made a too much white build and it's really, really cute. So you need to let me know, what color are we going to be doing for our next too much challenge? Are we going to be adding to our new monochrome apartment or are we going to be adding to our rainbow skyscraper? Let me know in the comments and I will give it a go. You know I'm always up for a challenge. Welcome back to another too much single color build challenge. Can't believe you've stuck with me for so many of these. And today we have got a challenge because today we are not, well actually I need to answer a question first. You guys have asked me, where is the white apartment building? Well, it doesn't belong to the rainbow apartments. It's the start of its own set of apartments, the monochrome apartments, and that's what we're adding to today. So the monochrome apartments is going to be from white through shades of grey to a black level, and that is where we are heading today, partly because otherwise our rainbow isn't going to fall over. We need a new apartment building. Welcome to Ellie V Toys. Today we are building with just black, too much black. It is the too much black challenge, and this is going to be a challenge because black is like this light sucking color, and I've got all of these pieces that I just have no interest in using, like these fronts of the boats and wheels and this bendy thing. Actually, I could use that one. But look at this, like a zip line from a Ninjago spinnery thing. So lots of things in here that I don't think that I can incorporate into an apartment building, but we got lots of interesting things too. So let's have a look at the interesting stuff. Well, actually, interesting is just what you make of something. So, but these are the pieces that particularly interest me when we're building apartment buildings. Now, we've got some animals which I don't think we're going to be able to use. We're not going to be able to use a horse or a giant cat. Maybe we could use the little cat though, or a giant octopus. That The octopus would be hilarious climbing up the side. Maybe not. That would be really freaky. And a panda, a couple little, like this little toy panda, this little monkey, this penguin. So I don't know how many of these, or even if any of these, we can actually use in this apartment building. But we do have some animals that we could work with here. Maybe if we get rid of the big ones, because they're not going to really happen. We might be able to use some of these little ones so they can stick around. We've got some interesting textures and shapes and prints and stairs. Ooh. Black's hard because there's only black, like there's no shades of black, but we do have a few transparent pieces, though not many. So it's just gonna be black and transparent black. So we're gonna need to kind of mix it up with textures and prints and a bit of negative space, like leaving spaces out. So like leaving things out so that we've got spaces that are blank, but just to break up all that black. But let's have a look at the actual mini doll parts that we have to make a character, or maybe more than one character, to go in our apartment, and then we can decide on the theme of our apartment. Now we've got a few outfits here going on here. Most of them you can see are kind of baddies, apart from Anna there in her new outfit. And we've got, I'm not seeing a whole heap of diversity here in skin colour. So at the moment, all we've got for choices are pale skin, so fair skin. There's no dark skin tones in here. However, there is purple. Thanks for this diversity, Lego. We got purple skin. We've got blue skin. Is that blue? Like greeny blue skin for Maleficent. And there's another purple one Ursula's got. I don't know what Ursula's head's gone. So, but her body's all we need to be looking at the moment. So we're going to have to be making some pale skin characters because I don't think the coloured ones are going to go with it. We've got a few different costume choices too. A giant eyeball and a necklace. All right, we got lots of cute stuff we can work with here. So I think we're going to have a black tie event. We're going to need some very formal gear, formal wear, and I think this is a nice outfit with Anna's top and this black skirt. Now, there is no actual plain black skirt. Normally it has a print on the bottom, but I actually sanded the print off of Noctura's skirt. So, sorry about that, Noctura, but that's okay. I needed just a plain black skirt because I wanted this lovely, simple, black formal gown for our girl here. I don't like that hairpiece. Let's choose... No. I'm just not going to have the gorilla mask, but I really want to use that gorilla mask. I'm sure I can figure out a way. Maybe an updo. I think a formal updo would be so beautiful here. Oh, this one's gorgeous. All right, so her name, this lovely girl's name is Raven, and she is going to have a microphone because it's black, but I thought she might actually be a classical singer or an opera singer, so she probably really doesn't need a microphone for that, but we're going to put it in anyway. She might be a jazz singer. And we need another character now to informal wear, maybe a little bit more conservative. That one with the bow tie looks a little bit like a waiter. So let's choose this one. It's very, very elegant. Let's find her some a head and some hair. In fact, I know which hair I want to use. I want to use this hair because I just love this hairpiece. This girl's name is going to be Ebony, and Ebony is going to be Raven's accompanist. She's going to be playing the piano. Okay, so we've got Ebony and we've got Raven. Raven is going she can't be holding that microphone all the time. So let's make her a microphone stand first. And we can put it, well, that might be a bit tall. Let's try that out. Actually, that's really tall. Yeah, okay. I mean, we can slide it up and down the stick, but we can do a little bit better than that. Let's change this over now because we can use one of these studs with a hole in it and put a stick in it, a shorter stick. And that way we can make the microphone stand a little bit shorter, not quite as sticky-outy uppy at the top. That's nice. All right, it's going to fall over until we find somewhere to attach it. So let's just leave it laying on the ground at the moment. It's really good for a microphone. And Ebony is going to need a piano, a grand piano. A black, elegant, shiny, grand, sophisticated grand piano. Did I say grand too many times? It's not really very surprising because black is generally the colour for grand pianos. Traditionally the colour for grand pianos. So let's make Ebony her most gorgeous grand piano to accompany Raven on. Now the key's going to be a problem because the keys are normally shown like this with white. Otherwise it just is too much black. Let's try these grill pieces in just black and see. I mean, we could do that, but we're going to just deviate a tiny bit from the black here. We're going to use little splashes of silver because I've never used silver anywhere else. We're going to put silver in as a shade of grey just to break up the blackness of the black because, like I said before, we've just got black and a couple of transparent black pieces, and that's it. So this piano would look just a little bit dark and you wouldn't really be able to tell what it is if it was just in black. So we're going to use silver every now and then too. So these are the internal workings of the piano, all of the strings and the percussion-y bits, the hitty bits. That's probably the hammers, the hitty bits. Wow, that's so educated. The percussion bits, because did you know that the piano is actually a percussion instrument? Did you know that? Tell me in the comments if you knew that. Because I'm sure some of you will try and argue with me and say, Ellie, the piano's like full of strings, which makes it a stringed instrument, right? But no, because the hammers actually hit the strings, that makes it a percussion instrument. Ta-da! It's amazing. Okay, we're up to the legs on our shiny, black, gorgeous, grand percussion piano instrument. And now we need our hingy piece to make the lid, the big lid for our black grand piano. And we're going to just put the shiny bit on here, and that's as shiny as it can get on the top. And then we need our hingy piece to actually hinge it to the rest of the piano. I think this should do quite nicely. Let's see, it does do quite nicely. And we need one more thing, we need the stick that holds it up. So if we put one of these little hooks maybe over a little bit, if we put a hook here, the magic wand, the wands from the Harry Potter sets, is perfect for a stick for the grand piano to hold the lid up. We're going to have the lid all the way up because, yeah, Raven has got some impressive vocal cords on her. She's going to be singing nice and loudly, so we're going to put the lid all the way up. And Ebony needs a seat to sit on to actually play the piano, because even though she doesn't quite reach the keys there. This is the best we can do, I think. All right. We have got a magnificent piano. We have got two performers ready to do their things, and we do need to create a performance space for them, but we've got all these costumes that I really want to use. So we've got capes, which have got another colour on the backside, and we've got, yeah, this one will be good. This will break up the black nicely. And I told you I wanted to use the gorilla mask, and we can use a black sombrero. This is so much fun. And the cat mask, the black cat mask. Now, let's make a dressing room rack, like a hanging rack for all of these clothes, and then we'll make a dressing room to put in the space somehow. We'll figure this out, but we'll put the rack in first. So on the top here, we need to get these studs with the holes in them so we can actually put things on top. So we can make like things hang from the top or attach things to the top, because at the moment we just got a whole heap of sticks in there. And it doesn't work if you try and use the studs that don't have the holes in them, because they don't stick on there at all. So we need to get them through. These studs with the holes in them are so useful. You can use them for so many different purposes. And this piece here, this is going to go beautifully over the top of both ends like that. And now we need some hooks for the capes and the costumes to actually hang from. And now we've got a big empty space in the middle. So we're going to fill that with some more hooks, but we're going to hold them together with these little pieces with the jumper studs in the middle so that we can put more things on top. Ha ha! This is very exciting. All right, so we've got a fantastic dressing room rack here, and we're going to hang the capes from it. And look at me filling this with colours, but they're black on the other side, so I can totally use them. See? And where are we going to put this? The gorilla mask is going to need, we're going to need to add a little cylinder on the inside and maybe a stud to be able to actually attach it up here. Actually, the stud makes it sit up just a little bit too tall, so we'll take the stud out. Just the cylinder will help it hold onto the rack on the top, so that won't fly off everywhere. And now we can hang the sombrero over here, and we can put maybe this fluffy one over here. It'll add some nice texture to all of our black. And the cat mask could maybe go on the, no, it's not going to go on the top because it's going to knock the sombrero off. So we'll hang it from the hook on the front. Nice. And can I put this top hat anywhere? This little tiny top hat? I don't think I can. I might be able to figure out somewhere. We'll just see. This will do for now. So we've got a dressing room rack. We might put our little fluffy one over here underneath the sombrero. Cute. That's so cute. Okay, so that's for our dressing room, which we haven't actually built yet. So let's make our floor space. I'm using the dark grey base plates because this is actually going to be the ceiling of the level before, which we haven't built yet, of the grey level. And it's also going to break up all of our soul-suckingly black amount of everything that's going to go on top of it. So grey flooring. Let's start building a black backdrop for the performance stage. We're going to use this as the focal piece for the back of the stage. So like the scenery, because it's so, so gorgeous. And we'll use these pieces, because they got black markings on them, they're going to add a nice patterning on the back. And to break up, once again, there's so few transparent black pieces, we're going to use this to break up the black background. I find that really hard to say. Black background, the back background. And we're going to put that on either side. So there's our backing. Let's put a stage in front of it. So we're going to have to raise the stage up, because stages have to be raised, otherwise the audience can't see, because they'd all be on the same level. And I need to move that out a little bit. And I just need to see how, this is going to have to be quite a big stage, because the piano is really enormous. So if I make this kind of curved out the front here, and I'm going to need to support them. So let's put some legs on these pieces here, and then we'll have a nice big floor area to work with, big stage floor area. If I use these little black cylindery things, that will once again add a nice texture rather than the flat black of the flat black bricks. Goodness me, that's really hard to say. Flat black bricks, black bricks, black bricks. All right, so this looks good. Okay. We've got our stage. We're going to need some steps. Let's put some steps over here before we get too excited, so that the performers have got some way to get up and down onto the stage. So just some nice simple little steps. Can you even see that? I'm finding this really hard to see because it's so black. We do have 2 steps now there. And Raven's just tried it out. It looks good. Let's see if we can fit that piano. Yeah, all right. There's not a lot of performance space left now, but Raven can just stand on the front. And now I need these to attach 2 of the legs on of the piano. That's perfect. That's so perfect. And we'll put the flat ones underneath to support the other legs. I'd love to make the stage all shiny, but it's not going to happen because I don't have enough shiny black bricks. But this will do. This will do nicely to hold on the piano. We'll put Ebony's chair in, and playing the piano is so dangerous. I'll fall off the chair. Might have to blue tack her on there. Let's move that in just a little bit closer and see if I can get her a little bit closer to those keys. Whether she just looks like she's sitting a little bit short. There we go. She can make this happen. She is virtuosic on the piano. She's going to be fantastic. Now on the front, we're going to put the microphone stand that we've already made. We're going to put Raven here, right at the front of the stage. And that microphone kind of looks as though she needs to be kind of here. So if we use this piece here, that kind of halfway's her between a stud. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense while I'm doing it. So she's now in the perfect position for our microphone stand. Let's add some decoration. So we're going to use some silver plant pots to use these black foliage, the black flowers that the only reason we have these is thanks to the Nightmare Before Christmas, the little Sally minifigure. So we've got the tiniest amount of black foliage, and that's what we're going to use to make our stage that little bit more elegant, lovely, pretty, and I just need to make sure that fits on there. So that's nice. I could make a matching one. Actually, I can't really make a matching one. Let's make one a little bit different that we can put at the back of the stage. So we'll make this one a slightly taller one. We're going to have to use the plant here to go through, and then we can put the little tiny black one on the top. That's lovely for a black plant with a black flower. And that's here on the back of the stage. It's looking gorgeous. It's not symmetrical, but that's okay. I can handle this. This is doing well. All right, so over here, we're going to make a little separate room to be the dressing room for the performers to get prepared in. It's going to be kind of dingy, and it's going to be small because trust me, it's what most dressing rooms are like, dingy and small. So this is going to be reasonably true to form, but we're going to have a bit of light coming in from some windows, some pretty scratched up windows with light from the outside coming in. So it's going to be the back wall. I'm just trying to figure out how much space I can actually give here. I've put some of the frosted black glass pieces there, so people aren't going to be able to see in there, but it'll just let a little bit more light in. And if I use these little corner pieces, they're going to hold my 2 base plates together, so that's good. Now I just need to figure out where I'm going to put this across, so I've got a little bit of room at the front. This door's awesome because it's got like a poster from Livy's tour in 2015. It's an old poster. Old poster. I need to move this just a little bit further forward, I think. There we go. All right, that's good. So that's the door to the dressing room. And this has got little inward facing studs because I want to hang a mirror inside the dressing room because I know I've got a mirror on a black plate. Here, we're going to put, it's so hard to see, we're going to put a menu board Though none of this stuff is actually on the menu because none of this stuff is black, but it's pretend. Maybe this is a menu from other days. Other days when it's not just black food. They can only eat black food. Black food do we have? I'll find out. And back here, we're leaving this space empty, so we've smoothed that over. Right, dressing room time. Let's fill this in. Let's put our costume rack in. We're going to need to put some studs underneath to be able to actually attach it to the base plate. There we go. We'll fix up our sombrero. I reckon I can put the top hat. Yes, I can. I can put the top hat over here on this side. Though, is that actually going to be able to fit now? I think it might. All right. Okay, so this is the most cluttered, crazy costume rack. And, of course, there's going to be roller skates in here because there's going to be costumes left in here from so many productions past, so many different performers left stuff behind. Here's our mirror, which we're going to hang. It's quite a nice big mirror, though there's no lights because we've got no black transparent studs that we can use as lights. So it's just ridiculous. So well, I reckon I can put some more costume things on here. So I can put a bowler's hat over here and a fan. I can hang this up here. It's going to be just full of all the most eclectic leftover costume craziness. All right, so down here too we've got a chest. More costume stuff can go in there. And the theatre cat is hanging out here on top of the chest. Because of course we had to use one of the animals, at least one of the animals that wasn't going to be the octopus, in here. Right, let me see if I can fit these walls on where I need them to go. Who would have thought walls would be so hard? I think I need to move... I think I need to... Yeah, move it... oh, now my mirror's in the wrong spot. So I need to move everything inside here just back one stud. So... now I've displaced everything. We need to do a little bit of redecorating, just a bit of changing around, because we have to move everything back by one stud here. So I need to take these little, these bits down here off. Gonna speed this up. Let's make it really fast. There we go. It's all so much better now. Didn't have to fix the dressing rack there, but it all fell apart when I was busy trying to fix stuff. Okay, so let's see. Raven's trying this out for size. See, this is like the perfect dressing room. It's dingy, it's dark, there's not enough light. But it just fits one performer. It's perfect. Okay, let's put our last little bit of wall over here on this side. This is turning out so well. Got a nice little mat happening on the front, and now this spot here is going to be like the little cloakroom. So this is where people leave their bags and their umbrellas before they come into the theatre. And we're going to use this strange Technique tube piece to be a nice little umbrella rack. Look at that! Black umbrella, black suitcase. This is perfect. And we just need a little bit of a railing over here. So we're going to use this black chain and the telescope pieces to make a bit of a railing just in front of the door there. Okay, let's put some bricks along the top here to pull everything together. Now this is actually going to be the top level of the monochrome apartment, so we don't have to have connectors and it doesn't have to be flat. So we can have these nice textured lattice pieces up here, and we can make the same kind of thing happening down here, but a little bit lower because the dressing room's not going to be at the same height as the stage area. But we'll pick it all up by one brick height. I'm just trying to make sure all of these walls are snugly held in together by the bricks on the top, and then we can lattice them. And if we arrange the lattice nicely, it can all go in together. Now this spot here, I want to hang this black banner just to break up all this black, because it's so hard to see with all this black, and we needed a bit of decoration. That was the best that I could find. So we've got a lovely big splash of blue banner black. What did I just say? That wasn't even English. Right, let's make another character because we need a waiter, or in this case, a waitress. And she's going to be serving the only black food, apart from black hot dog sausages, that I could find. And it's sushi, which is perfect. We've got some sushi here. She's going to have a sushi platter, which is such an elegant food to have at this very black tie event. So we've got a different sushi pattern here, so that's going to sit up a little bit higher than the others. So she's got sushi to hand out to all the guests. And where's she going to stand? I'm going to put this here, which is going to help connect our base plates together, and she can stand here at the entryway and offer sushi to the guests as they come through. Now we need some tables, and they don't have to be particularly comfortable tables or very functional tables because everybody's going to be eating sushi, which is basically finger food. So these tables are going to be perfect. Only problem is they don't connect to the base plate. They look fantastic, they don't connect. So we need to add some of these little jumper studs and a smooth one here, and these are going to make the perfect foundation for our tables. Check it out. Let's make another one over here. I'm just trying to decide how far apart we can have it without... We don't want to obscure Raven. We don't want to like stop her from being able to be seen from the front. So we don't want to put tables right in front of her. So that's a good spot there. And now we just need to make some little stools for people to sit on. Once again, they're not going to be very comfortable stools. I did find some black patterned stool seats. And I can't remember what these came from. Maybe Ninjago sets or a Nexo Knight sets. They probably mean something, but they're black and they've got a splash of colour on them, so they're working perfectly now to break up some of the black. And we can fit 2 over here on this table over to the side because they're not going to be in the way over here, I don't think. So we can put 1 over there and 1 here, and now I think we are pretty much filled up. We just need a black wine glass and we need some sushi that's already been served out on a little plate. That can sit here on the table. There we go. Our Too Much Black build is like a theatre restaurant with a dressing room and performers and sushi, and I'm thrilled with how it's turned out. Now, we can't actually add it to our white level because it's not going to be the next level. We need to have a grey level between the black and the white so that we can go up in different shades. So we can't add it yet, so we're going to have to wait for the grey build for that. So let me know in the comments if you want the grey build to be the next one. It is challenge time again. Today we're going to do another single colour challenge. We're heading back to the monochrome apartment. We've got our white build for the bottom floor. We have got our black cabaret lounge bar for the very top floor, the terrace black floor. Now, between these 2 floors, we need to have these 2 colours mixed together, which makes grey. I can't actually see that one. So grey, we're going to go, today we are going to build with too much grey. I've got to tell you that too much grey is soul-sucking. Grey, I mean, these are the most interesting pieces I could find. There are horses, there are rocks, and there's like this cool looking dragon sculpture, which is, I mean, there are really interesting things like a robot, and I love the elephant costume head, and there's bunnies. But most of the stuff is like this, like a mace and armor, and there's, oh, hold on, there's a rhinoceros head, but there's swords and there are knives and lots of grey stuff and creepy looking hoods. But Sven is grey, so you know what? Just to cheer me up a bit, I'm going to see if I can you have to incorporate Sven into this. Or maybe one of the brothers Bear from, like, Brave. How can I do that? I don't know. Right, so we've got rid of all of the other parts of grey. We're going to let Sven hang around. First up, we're going to make our people who are going to live in this build. So, grey outfits. We've got these really cute 3/4 length pants, and we've got these 2 tops are the only choices we've got. So this is what we're going with. That's it. That's all we have in grey. It's really depressing. So we're going to make a pretty cool looking Nana. We're going to have a Nana to live in this, but I just had to see what other costume choices we had. Like an astronaut and a rocket ship and a gargoyle set. Oh, I want to use that. But look, we can have the Tin Man's hat. All of this stuff is just ridiculous, and there's just no way. Maybe a bald cap. That would look actually really cool if we didn't have the bald bit in the middle. It's like a comb-over-y thing. And maybe a beanie. She looks actually really funky in the beanie. It's cute. Or she could have a Valkyrie helmet. No, all right, fine. Okay, so there's a whole heap of helmety kind of things because they're all grey, and this creepy-looking hood. And, maybe this one. No, okay. So, real hair, we could choose Dumbledore's hair for Grandma with a little fez cap on the top. Or I love this so much. If I could actually just find a top that had a cardigan as well, that would go so perfectly, but I just can't use it. It looks weird with this top. So we've got some funky Nana hair. So we could try this one, which is the asymmetrical look, or we could have the more quiffed look, or she could have the crazy cat lady look, but I don't think we're going to have cats in this build, or this one, which is always really cute too. But I actually really like this one with the plait down the back. It's casual, it's sweet, it's really cute. So here's our cute Nana. And cute Nana's not going to be on her own. She's going to be here with cute Pop. I don't know whether Pop here is going to actually be cute, but these are the grey outfits we can find. Why does his neck look so short? That looks weird. We'll pull that up a little bit. Oh, okay. So hair choices for his neck just keeps getting short each time. Hair choices for Pops. No. No. How about I really like that little bald look. I think that's really adorable. I think he looks really cute. Let's give him a neck though. Okay, so cute grandma and cute grandpa. We're gonna call them Grandma Gracie. So Gracie, see how that works. And Grandpa Ashley. Okay, so we got Gracie and we've got Ashley. Let's make them somewhere grey and grey to live, right? Well, actually, not necessarily to live, because the other places are shops or places to hang out, so retail. So maybe we're going to do that. Now, I've got this big dark grey base plate, but I want to use the light grey down here on top of the white, because I use the dark grey for the flooring for the black, because it's going to be the roof for this grey area here. So light grey, it's a bit harder now because I need to cobble a whole heap of grey base plates or plates here together, and these need to be pretty supportive too. So let's use some pieces just to hold them together for now, and we'll see whether these are in a good place as we go along. Right, okay, so that's our floor plan. Let's put some... the grey is so depressing, but we're going to use Sven. I want to see whether I can use Sven as, you know, they're like that moose head that hangs off the, like, out of the wall. So we're not going to actually chop his head off so we can hang hats from him. We're going to just see if we can stick his head through the wall, and then his tushy will be hanging out the back. But we'll suspend him really carefully in there. Is that going to work? Let's see. Okay, that's not really going to work. But we can make him, if we kind of stick his front legs through here as well, it's going to be a great wall hanging. Okay, so Sven is now a wall hanging. Let's make a frame for him to fit into. Let's see if I can stick him up there. I can stick him up there. We might make him just a little bit higher up so that he sticks on a bit more securely. Good, there we go, look. Now we've got like a moose head to hang all our hats in Grandpa's place. I reckon that we're going to end up filling this floor. I don't know what it is yet, whether it's an apartment or a shop or what. We're going to fill it with eclectic stuff, like just really random stuff. I think Grandma and Grandpa, I think they might just be collectors or hoarders. Maybe they're hoarders. Look, this is a mirror that has seen better days. It's definitely, it's a beloved mirror from many ages past, but it's a bit broken up. Now, how can I get this? I want to center the mirror over my little shelving area here. So let me put my pillar there. There, look, see, it all works out in the end. Just need to jigger things around a bit. All right. I want to use this silver pot and this silver ball to be some sort of ornamentation, because there are no plants. I can't put any plants in here because there's no grey plants. So maybe this can be like one of those little water feature-y things. And I'm going to use some transparent pieces in here. In fact, a lot of them, because seriously, otherwise the grey will kill me. Because there are no transparent grey pieces, not even in studs or anything, so it's horrible. It's just horrifying. Gonna hang this cape up here, and I know it's white, but there's silver spots on it, so we're totally using that. Okay, prepare yourselves, because I have decided that Grandpa Ashley is going to have a shark collection. Shark collection. So a shark tank at the back of this apartment. I don't know if it's apartment yet, but the back of this this level. So we're going to build a massive fish tank so he can store his sharks in there. Do you store sharks? I don't think you store sharks. So his sharks can actually live here. So we've got a silver crab, which is awesome because we can put a little bit more fishy things in here. See, we've got a silver fish, and we need to put a whole heap of these transparent pieces in to lift our sharks. I'm going to call these sharks Gary, and that one's Gary, and this other one is going to be called Gerald. Let's make a nice, slightly lower podium for Gerald. Look, now it looks like they're suspended in the water. Might make our fishy just a little bit taller. Oh, I just had an awesome idea. I don't know how awesome it is, actually, to be honest, but I'm just trying to make this cohesive. So you know what? This is going to be the weirdest fish and chips shop that you have ever visited. And it has a massive fish tank, shark tank at the back. You can't choose any of the sharks to actually have as your fish and chips, but we might make a fish tank as well, where you can choose your fish before it actually gets cooked. So it's a fish and chips shop. It's just random. I love it. Okay, so let's keep going with our tank here, our fish tank, trying to get everything to the right height, and with the pieces, I want to center this. It's pretty snug in here for Gary and Gerald. We'll just move Gerald over a little bit. And oh, they all fit so beautifully. So if I want to center that, I actually need to lift it up just a little bit more. So it's going to be the same height as everything else. There we go. So maybe if I use these little cylinders up the side, no, they're not, it kind of not see-through enough. So, no symmetry, but this just is a bit clearer on the front. So the front of the tank, it needs to be see-through. Okay, all right, this is ridiculous and awesome. So, massive shark tank at the back of Nan and Pop's fish and chip shop. We're continuing making sure that everything is at the same height. Now we can pull it all together with these nice smoothed over grey pieces. It just is so hard because there's only 2 shades of grey, the light shade and the dark shade. We've got a little bit of silver to break it up, but apart from that, it's just grey. Soul-sucking grey. Okay, over here, because we've decided this is going to be a shop, we're going to have a little check-in area here, and even though that looks like somebody's recording studio, it's not. That's just the check-in computer. And we've got another pillar here because we're going to need some serious support for the level above. And I don't have a piece that's long enough to go all the way across here. Is that going to be supportive enough? I don't know. We'll find out when it all falls down, I suppose. That'll be the giveaway. Oh, it's all collapsed. All right, so it wasn't quite supportive enough. Let's put some more supports on this side. Just going to chuck supports in everywhere. We're going to keep that black level up as well on the top. Okay, and so over here we might try and make a food preparing area. Not certain what I've actually got that I can use so much for. I actually didn't think this fish and chip shop idea through because I didn't look at what I actually have. So let's see what we do have here. Okay. Got some grills down here, somewhere to stand, but we do have the pensive, so silver plate there. There's fish being prepared, and in this bowl we can put a little grey, so that's for actually mixing up the batter, and there's a fish there that's been prepared. We're just gonna randomly whack this steering wheel in here. It's a ship steering wheel because it looks cool. Works with our theme. Now, let's make another fish tank. This one's going to be stocked with fish that you can actually choose to eat. So not quite certain how I'm going to suspend these fish in here, but let's make the fish tank first. Then we're going to trial some ideas to see what we can do. So there's no space kind of in here to put a little... we could try doing... See, a clip doesn't fit properly like that. And if I try and put a clip in here, the fish is too far over the side. So this clip is not going to work. So let's try something else. Now, you see these levers, these things with the, like, the levers? There's not much you can use these for, but if you actually pull the stick part out, this little clippy inside bit is a really good size for... Oh, no, hold on. Oh, the fish is going to have to swim upside down for my idea. So let's just pretend the fish isn't swimming upside down. But it actually fits perfectly onto its fin, onto its top fin. So, yeah, see, the fish at the front is now just hiding the fact that the fish at the back is floating upside down, and you probably don't want to order that fish. So, but we're going to do another fish tank on top because we're going to stock these fish tanks full, and we'll just do the same thing. So the fish at the back actually holds the fish at the front upright against the glass. Look at that. Okay, so we've got some fish tanks. Let's, where are we going to install these? Oh, okay, so there's a bit of room over here, and we can just kind of hang it off the side. So let's use this to back the fish tanks. Nice big grey door, and it's got glass in it, so they're not going to be able to get out. The fish are nice and snug in these fish tanks. Oh, I wonder how Gary and Gerald are doing. They're doing fine in their nice big shark tank. Okay. All right, so we've got a fish tank, we've got a fish and chip shop, we've got a moose head, we've got a shark tank. This is all very random and strange. So let's finish off bricking up the top of our actual level here. I'm just trying to make sure that I have the little upward studs in just the right place to be able to connect the top level on well. So apart from that, we're going to smooth it all over, and I'm doing grey on this side, like dark grey on the right hand side and light grey on the other side because I didn't have enough dark grey to go all the way around. Oh, there we go. Okay, in front of here, we're putting some delicious drinks because we can. This might be Grandma Gracie's job to do drinks. So we've got some yummy looking drinks, and we can also have soda because the soda lid is grey. Yay! Okay, so we need somewhere for people to come and sit when they're eating. We're going to use this as the table. I wonder if I might just move it back over again. Yep, there we go. All right, so just like using a transparent piece on the bottom just to break up all of that grey. And we're going to lamp on the top, and we're going to put maybe, do I have enough of these little silver pot things? I think I do. We can do 3 chairs around our table, and it'll be very snug. But I don't think this fish and chip shop is built for comfort, really. Okay, I think it's time to find out whether this is going to fit with our white and our black. So let's bring our white one forward, and we're going to need to take the little balls off the top of our beautiful terraced area out here, which is a bit of a shame. We're about to cover it all over with very depressing grey. But it does fit. It overhangs on the front. Fits it. Oh, okay, I need another little stud here because that does not reach the same height as the rest. There we go. And we'll hang that cape up again. Oh, look at Sven's little butt. We'll give it a pat every time we go past. Hanging out the back. Okay, all right. Now, let's add a bit more support underneath over here just by putting another plate underneath. And that's going to just mean that that's not all going to fall apart when we push down it. Let's put some stairs in. So I wish we had white stairs. I'm not comfortable building white stairs that go all the way up because I really just want this to be a bit of an easy addition. So we're going to use these grey stairs, and because they're currently floating off the floor, we're going to extend them down to the bottom with some white. So we're going, oh, hold on. We might just fill that up with a bit more grey to hold that on. So we're going to take it all the way down to the floor with some white. That's okay. And then we might just smooth it off with, we'll start with white down here, and then we'll move into light grey as we move up into the grey section. Oh, no. All right, so the stairs, obviously building the stairs in situ was not the best of choices, but it's okay. It's all fixed now. That's the wonderful thing about Lego. You can fix it nice and easily. So I don't think she wants to go up there because it's quite depressing going up those stairs into the weirdest fish and chip shop you've ever seen. Oh, but she might want to go up and see Gary and Gerald. Okay, let's see whether our black level goes on now. Oh, Pat Sven's tushy on the way around, and it's all, yeah, that all goes on really nicely. Now, the grey is still depressing me no end. So let's add some lights maybe. Let's see what else we can add. So this enormous piece would make a nice light, I think, with the silver ball underneath, because once again, we got no transparent pieces, translucent pieces that are actually grey. This should mean we can actually poke it into the ceiling. So let's see what a light looks like in here. Well, kind of it obscures our view of the shark tank. So maybe if we put it over here above the food preparing area, that will be a bit better. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, hold on. I'll try and center it a bit more. There we go. Okay, but I'm not finished yet. I've got all these spare fish and all these chains. So you know what? I'm going to make a fish mobile. Hanging fish mobile. I told you Nan and Pop Pop were weird. They are, well, no, they're not weird. They're eccentric. They're quirky. They're cute. They're adorable. They're hoarders. They're really, really strange. But all of that is perfectly acceptable. And they've got the best fish and chips in town. So well, you wouldn't go anywhere else. Okay, so let's hang these fish up here and see if that just makes me a little bit happier about this grey level. Yeah, I don't think it does, but they're fish. Okay, I'm leaving them there. I'm leaving them there because they make me laugh. There's not enough in this world that makes me laugh. But here's one more visitor. Actually, she's not a visitor. This is their granddaughter. She's coming home from university. She's got her hair done silver. It's the very in this season. She's coming home for the university break to see Nan and Pop and to see how they go on with their fish and chip shop, to help out in the fish and chip shop. So up she goes. And look, has Nan recognised her yet? She has! She's seen, oh, hold on, I've got no name for this granddaughter. What are we going to call this granddaughter? I've got no, oh, hold on, they're falling over each other. You need to tell me in the comments what her name could be, because I cannot actually think of any other grey names. All right, so she's going to come over here, this nameless grey granddaughter, and give Granddad a hug. Hey, Granddad, how's Gary and Gerald going? Oh, they're doing all right. Swimming around in there and really, really small shark tank. Oh, no, hold on, she's fallen out. Okay, all right, so it's gone from ridiculous to even more ridiculous, but The monochrome apartment is completed. We have gone from white through white to grey, shades of grey into black. Very, very slick, sleek black. And I discovered while I was doing this build that I really hate grey. Grey is soul-sucking and horrible and gloomy, and I just did not like it at all. And it probably explains why I never want to build Star Wars sets, because they are generally predominantly grey. Grey is blah. Now, okay, I'll stop now. I've stopped. Monochrome apartment is finished. What are we going to do next? Oh my goodness. Actually, I have got some ideas, but I want to see what you think. Let me know in the comments what we should do next. Welcome to a brand new build challenge. Yes, today we are building just with brown. Too much brown. So what things are brown? Chocolate's brown. Poo is brown. Okay, so I've gone there a bit early. Okay, brown. All of these bricks are brown. This is my box full of brown bricks, and there are so many different shades of brown in the Lego world, which is awesome. Gives me lots and lots of things to build with. So we got this like chocolatey brown, we've got this caramelly color, we've got this one which I always think of as baby poo brown, because yeah, it's not starting well, is it? And we've got, oh, there's a dark brown in here too, like dark chocolate. Let's refer to these in chocolate tones. That might be better than referring to them as different shades of poo. And we're not going to use these reddish brown pieces because I actually use them in the red build, but we've still got lots of different choices in here. So these are my basic bricks, but there's lots and lots of big pre-built shapes as well in brown too. Already in Lego, we've got dark brown slides, we've got stairs, and we've got ladders as well. And there are all sorts of buckety, big holding vessels like these, big wash tubs and barrels, lots and lots of barrels. These stack really nicely, and you can use them individually as a barrel, or you can stack them and make them into a focusy wall. Got chests which you can't really stack, not overly well, but I've got a lot of those in brown. Some big pre-made tree pieces, which are a reasonably new addition to Lego, and crates. So many crates, look at them. And you can stack them up and make a good wall too, but you'd have to have quite a big build for them to be to look like a viable wall. All right, so, or of course we can just take one and use it as a crate. And animals, oh my gosh, there are so many brown animals that I don't even know which ones I want to use. Like, I can't use all of them because that would be crazy, but oh, there's a cow, or is that a bull? That's a bull. And we've got so many horses. This is only just a sample of horses. Eagle in brown. And we got, Scoobies. Like, I've got two different types of Scooby-Doos here. I so want to use the Scooby-Doos. Oh, and so, yeah, okay, so there's so many puppies. There's a fawn here, a little baby deer, and a chicken, and a piggy with dark brown spots, and oh my gosh, so many. There's a bear, and we could be doing this all day. There's monkeys, there's cats, there's an alpaca, and we've got the sloths too from this season's Lego Friends stuff, and hedgehogs. Did I already say hedgehogs? I can't remember. We've got teddy bears, we've got a rat. I'm sure I have a mouse here somewhere. Where do we even start? But oh my goodness, an enormous spider. How could we use Aragog in this build? Maybe we shouldn't, but seriously, she's brown, right? So maybe I can incorporate. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't, but maybe we could have her. Let's not have her attacking Scooby because they're in completely different universes. I've ripped her leg off. Let's put it back on and let's concentrate on building a character. So let's make a character to live in our build. So there are plenty of brown skin toned Lego mini dolls, which is great. We can choose from them. What there is not, though, is a lot of, hold on, was that English? There are not many characters that have got brown clothes. So this was all I could find in my collection. This one here with the boots and the pants are as brown as it gets. It's just not a color that mini dolls tend to have all over. So at the moment, all of these have just got a bit of brown on them. Apart from those pants. This pants is probably the best way to go. This outfit here is pretty good though. It's got that reddish brown. Brown boots again. Stephanie's new dad's got a brown cardi, so that could come in handy. Let's see, what else have we got? Some 3/4 length pants there with some brown shoes. And Dean's outfit. That is Dean, right? That's pretty, it's kind of the reddy brown though. But I think that Kristoff his outfit will probably do quite well. In fact, I like his top. I really like his top. And because we're going to be kind of building something a bit more modern, let's put him on his 3/4 length pants. He's got brown eyes, which is convenient. Now we just need to find a hairstyle for him. So let's zoom through some of the different, which there are a lot of, different brown choices. See what looks best on Kristoff. He could be a fawn, the yellow ears. He could be a king. His name's not Kristoff, by the way. We also need to name them. Goblin here with green ears. He could be the not so brave lion. His nose is stuck in there. What else have we got? Oh, aviator, no. Maybe that one looks all right, actually. Oh, he could have a Hagrid hairstyle. This is too hairy. Maybe just a simple look like this would be good. Now, he's not going to be alone. There's actually a baby in brown wrap. So he's going to have a baby, and he's going to carry the baby in this bucket. So I was actually thinking that this little family could be adventurers, which would work well with all the brown stuff that they're going to be collecting and displaying in what I hope will be their house. We could have the baby here in the front. That's hilarious, but it's obscuring his face. So let's turn this around, put the baby on the back. And here we've got the first two members of the Brown family, and we might call him Charlie. Let's call him Charlie, because, you know, Charlie Brown. Crack myself up. And the baby can be called Sienna, because Sienna is it's a shade of brown as well as a girl's name. So that's perfect. Now let's create Sienna a mum, and we're not gonna let's not go with the doctor here. Let's just use some brown skin tone pieces so that I can use my favorite top of all. This is my favorite top. It's just so pretty. And one of my favorite faces too. Mulan's new face. Got so much expression, big brown eyes. So gorgeous. Let's choose some hair though. Maybe this hair, because they're going to be kind of an adventuring family. This is like a bit of a free spirit hair, but it blends in with her skin tone a bit too much. Love this hair. There's so much character in that hair. But let's keep going with some more different hairstyles. See what perfectly suits our girl. Maybe not Hermione's hair though. I do think it looks really cute, the fringe on the front. This is kind of like a, I don't know. I don't think that one suits her very much. It's a bit too orangey. I love this so much. Oh, but let's try the one with the high ponytail and the fringe, because it might look really good with her dark eyebrows. Oh my goodness, that's so gorgeous. Okay, let's call her Cinnamon or Hazel. Cinnamon or Hazel, Cinnamon or Hazel. Spin, 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 spin. It's gonna be Hazel. We've got Hazel, Hazel Brown. We've got Charlie Brown, and we got Sienna Brown. Let's give them a puppy dog. Before we do that, let's clear all this detritus at the back. Nice. Now, let's give them the sausage dog, because sausage dogs are hilarious but really, really cute. And what do we call the sausage dog? Oh, let's call him Snickers. Snickers. That's so cute. Okay, let's move everybody out of the way, because we actually need to build something at some stage soon. That would be good. All right, we have got a brown base plate, which makes this a really easy way to start. Over here, I'm going to just start building a wall with all these brick pieces that I have. And there are plenty of window frames in brown. This is not an unusual color to have window frames in, which is cool. Also got some of these diamond shuttery things, so we can use those in our window too. And some more bricks up the side. And look at that! We have got a wall that's epic, yay me! Right, so what do we do now? What plan do I have? Maybe we could make this part here the kitchen. Maybe, I reckon I've got enough pieces here to make a kitchen. Oh, but here, okay, because we don't have any translucent pieces in brown, and I'm not going to use any translucent pieces, I want to make some negative space. So, you know, space in between, and I want to make a shuttered partition, a partition out of shutters. Does that make sense? So these smooth pieces here are going to make like a slats, like a fixed slat partition to break up our rooms in whatever we're building here, so we can have different sections. And also it creates a bit of light coming through, so it's not going to be all blocky brown. And I do have a lot of these hooks, lots and lots and lots of these hooks. Well, hold on. I have just enough of these hooks to finish this. Yeah, I've got 2 more. Right now I'm out of hooks. Oh no. Okay, so this is going to be our general shape. Let's put these all the way down So fixed slats. A fixed slat partition, I think, would be a good official term for what we have built here. Now, let's just build these top and these bottom ones out a bit, just so that they're a little bit closer to the, you know, the width or the pushy-outy bit of the actual slats. There we go. Now they don't look too out of place. And we're going to put that there. Gosh, that's tall. But that's all right. We'll figure it out. We're going to use these forward-facing stud pieces to actually attach this onto our base plate. And look at that. We have a wall. Well, a partition. This is going to break up the big blocky area. Okay, so we've done that. Let's make a kitchen. And the reason I want to make a kitchen is because I've got these flaggy, pennanty kind of things that are on brown bricks. I know they're purple stickers, but they're on brown bricks, and they're going to be perfect hanging in our kitchen with a fork and the knife. So to hang these little flag things, we're going to need some of these brown sticks. And yes, I do have a couple of them. And then just want to see what height I want to build these onto, or I want to hang these on above the window. I'm just sticking that bit out there because I know I'm going to be extending this wall backwards into the other room. I think that might be high enough. Let's see, we'll put a clip here, put the fork on one side, we'll put the knife on the, oh, is this going to fit with the partition? It's gonna, oh yes it does. It's a bit snug, but it fits like it's Lego, you know? And we've got a brown clock, so let's put this in here in the middle, straight above the window, and then we'll just fill in these, we'll backfill some of these spaces along here. There we go. Oh, I just had an idea. Can I put some sort of decoration, like wall decoration on here? Can I put pretzels up here in the kitchen? That would be totally appropriate for the kitchen. A couple of pretzel sculptures. I'm going to see if I can put them actually on to our partition here with one of these little clips. You know how some people in, I think it was the 70s thing, had the ducks, 3 ducks lined up on their wall flying along? Well, we've got pretzel sculptures with so much cooler. Let's put the other one down here. I would love to be able to fit 3 on here, but I think it would just be a bit too cluttered. So it's not 3 ducks on the wall, it is 2 pretzels on the wall. That's so cute. That's perfect for a kitchen embellishment. Right, but we haven't actually built a kitchen, so let's do that. And let's use some of these crate pieces, because I have a heap of these, and I think these are going to make a really, really nice bench top. So let's put these along here in front of our slatted area. Oh, they're really pokey to push down. Those pointy bits on the top. And you can actually put a tile along the top of these, but I'm going to kind of break it up with some tiles with jumper studs, and that way we can actually put things on top of our bench top here. There. Oh, that's very snug. Okay. And we can actually store things in the crate if we wanted to, but first up, let's make a cookie jar. So of course we need cookies, which are brown. Perfect. So much brown. I've got lots of brown choices. There are lots of food brown choices as well. So I want to use as many of them as I possibly can in this kitchen. It's going to be crazy. So we have got cookies. Come on, cookies. There we go. And let's put the waffles in, because the waffles are brown. If we have waffles, we're going to need maple syrup, which means we can actually build a maple syrup bottle. Okay. Let's see. I think that's enough for our bench top over there. So if we put the cookies here, then we put the maple syrup on here, and then the waffles at the front. Well, waffle. There's one waffle. And look at this, our kitchen's looking pretty good. So along here, the back wall, I'm actually pretty spoilt for choices in brown. We've got plenty of fittings, so we can use this pre-made cupboardy drawer thing here. We got brown drawers, and do I have 2 brown drawers? Yes, I do. I do have 2 brown drawers. And what are we going to put in the drawer? Well, I don't think there's anything was there any chance that we weren't going to fill these drawers with chocolate? Hello, it's a brown build. So let's put chocolate in the bottom drawer, and maybe some variation on the cookies in the top drawer with these heart-shaped cookies. And yeah, that drawer still looks a little bit empty to me, so let's put another bar of chocolate up here. It's a chocolate stash. This is my favorite drawer. And we've got a cutting board, a brown cutting board, which we can put on top of these little drawers here. And then I think we can probably create a sink with the parts that I have. Let's put this bit on the end and build up here. And the front of the sink, yes, we got one of these panel pieces in brown, awesome. And I've got a single brown tap, nice. And over here we can put, let's put some chocolate milk, because it's brown, and we'll put a little brown lid on it. And look at all that food. And we can also put a brown breadstick. Am I saying brown too much? That's too bad because this is a brown build. Over on the cutting board. Kitchen's good. Okay, let's build a dining table. I want to make it a bit unusual because I've got this unusual piece. And I thought this would be perfect for a dining table. So for legs for this, let's use some brown telescopes because I'm pretty sure I've got... Oh, I don't think I've only got 4 of these brown telescopes. So this table will be all right with just 4 legs, right? We'll find out. We're about to find out. We'll see whether... Yeah, I think so. I think that looks... I mean, it's simple. It's perfect. Simple is often the best way to go. Let's make some bench seats for it. And these stickered pieces will be the most perfect bench seats ever. Is that a bit of a big call? I might have called that too soon. But they'll be good bench sets. Bench seats. A set of bench seats. Now, let's build them up with a couple of little plates on either side. I think that'll be the right height. Same thing for the other ones, so they match, otherwise they're going to look a little bit lunatic. And we have the right pieces so they can match, so that is very helpful. Now, there's no way I wasn't going to use these new drippy icing pieces. In fact, I even thought about making a table out of it, but they'd look like the most insane tablecloth ever. So instead we're just going to make a massive chocolate cake. So we've got our chocolate frosting, got our chocolate cake on the top tier, a chocolate cake on the bottom tier, and let's put a whole heap of globs of chocolate frosting all the way around. Chocolate whirly costing, frosting. I'm broken. And there are no pin accessories to fit in these little holes in brown, but we do have a solid brown paintbrush, which we could use as a candle in the middle. Does that look like a candle, or is it... Hold on, it's disappeared too far in now. Oh, it's stuck. Let's take all the frosting. I'm not going to start saying that again. Let's take all these bits off the top and let's maybe not put that in there, and I'll use that somewhere later. And this does not actually go on the table. That does not plug in onto the table because it is such a strange shape. Well, the table's a strange shape. Okay, maybe we'll try a floral centerpiece instead. We could stick that in here. We do have brown flowers, which is just horrendous. Brown flowers, do they happen in nature? They just look wrong. So here's our brown floral arrangement, and now that it kind of looks like mushrooms growing out of the middle of the table. So let's put it in a pot. I'm just trying to make this look a little bit, or in a vase, but that's not going to actually stick in that center piece. I'm going to need a Technique piece. I don't think they even come in brown. So if I get a stud with a hole in it, I can stick a stick. Through here, the smallest brown stick, and that will actually hold this in place in the center of the table, though it does look a bit dodgy in the middle, but I'm just going to pretend that's not there. So that way we can have our floral centerpiece. And on the table, let's have some books. So we've got some book stickers on brown tiles. This one's had some food dribbles on it, because that's what happens when you read at the table. But still, I love reading at the table. And we've got a plate, though the plate's white, but the chicken drumsticks, which are just thrown at the table, are brown. So I'm totally calling that one. That one works. And we've got a brown hot dog. Hot dogs and chicken legs with their book reading for dinner. Don't know what I'm going to do with the cake at the moment. Let's just put that away for now. It's not birthday day. We'll get that out on the Brown's birthday. Now, to put this on here, it does not fit. So one set of legs, they don't line up with the studs. So if I actually build a mat with some jumper studs on them, let's see, I'm breaking my partition. Let's see if this will look okay. So if we put these legs on these jumper studs, the other ones hang a little bit over the back, but you know what? I'm not even looking at that. Let's put our benches in maybe a little bit further out. Maybe, no, let's put them in nice and close, because that way I can use this bench over here to hold on another extension, another plate to extend our building area. Ta-da! Look at that! Except now I want to put this rounded one here on the front. So let's put that one on the front and this one on the back. And now we're building a proper little brown apartment at the moment. Told you I was going to build them somewhere to live. Don't know how practical it'll be, but it'll be somewhere for the Brown family to live. Okay, so we have got Snickers and Hazel are hanging out here at the table. Now, around the back, I think that our little... These pretzels not hanging on very well, but they're barely hanging on, but it's okay. But let's make a bathroom. I reckon I can put a bathtub down here because conveniently I have got a curved brown piece and we can extend it over to here. So a little corner bathtub. Oh, that's perfect. And I do have smooth pieces. I can smooth over the top of this as well. It's very exciting when this all comes together. This is very cohesive. But here's where I come to a problem because I don't have another brown tap. So I'm going to build a taller kind of tap shower head kind of thing. I really can't speak today. So a tap shower head thing. That'll kind of work. That looks a bit rustic, but it definitely works. Over here on the side, I really want to use these brown crystals because they're in different shades of brown and I love them. They could be like salt lamps or something in the bathroom, though that wouldn't be overly good because wouldn't the salt dissolve? So we've got 2 different shades of these. That's really cute. And I think it might be time to start building up our wall and seeing how much room we have left here in our tiny bathroom. Got a place here for the window. I'll just shove this under that plate there that I put in before. Nice high window for modesty so people can't look in. Well, they'd have to work pretty hard to look in. And I think we need to take this up another brick just so it's kind of almost, it's above our partition section. Now, here is a perfect spot for, I want to make a towel rack. Like this is a fancy towel rack, one of those ladder towel rack things. So we can use a clip down here and I have a brown cape. I think this was from the Caveman Batman from the minifigure series of all the Batmans from the Lego movie or the Batman Lego movie or one of them. But I'm pretty sure that was Batman's brown cape. So it makes a good towel if we can actually get it to stay here on our fancy towel rack. This is very posh looking. Let's see if I can get it to stay in. Yes, there we go now. Nobody touched that. It's going to fall off again. And let's put in a bath mat because this has got a brown sticker and it just looks really cute. Perfect. Right. Do I have a brown door? I think I might. So let's fill this section up. Yeah, we do. We've got a couple of choices of brown door. Let's use this one. There we go. Now our bathroom's got a door and over here next to the bathroom we've got a cork board with some important scientific things on it. I can't pretend I know what that is. And a gorgeous embroidery up here, which we're going to display above the bathroom door in the main room. I think that's going to hold it on nicely, but I might just move those over because I've got a 3 brick and I've got a 1 brick, so that'll fit that space really nicely. Okay, and we'll just pile some more bricks on the top so that it gets to just the right height of the back wall, and we're looking good. Okay, this house, the brown house, is looking really, really fantastic. Okay, here, let's use the globe because these guys are explorers and the globe is brown, so it just works out really, really perfectly. Now, I want the globe to spin, so we need to put an axle kind of thing on the inside, which supports it nicely. I think that should be tall enough. Yeah, that fits. All right. And then we're going to pop it on here, and I need to make a stand for it. And I thought that the Minecraft crafting box, which is conveniently brown, makes a fantastic texture for our little table for the globe to go on. And we'll just put some brown stud feet on. Come on, get on there. There we go, fancy! This is so fancy. And we'll put this just, maybe we'll center it in this area here, maybe over 1 stud. There we go. Okay, look at that! There's the globe. They can pinpoint all the places that they've been and already explored. Oh, here's a fantastic sticker. Now, I know this is on a transparent piece, but the sticker is brown. It's an ant farm. We're going to put it on a set of drawers so we can display it up. Some people have goldfish. The Browns have an ant farm. That's perfect. Let's put this chocolate bar brick thing on the top. And let's install it over here. Does that mean, was this door still? Yeah, that door is still open. We could move it over a bit. Nah, let's move it back. That door opens enough for them to be able to get in and out. That's fine. Okay. We've got a staircase, so it would be absolutely criminal of me not to use it. So I've left space here to install a staircase, though it's now really, really high. So I'm going to have to build up under the staircase so that we can reach what will potentially be the second level of our brown apartment. And we want the stairs to be able to... I think the stairs are going to have to go round the corner and go forward, if that makes any sense. So let's put these bricks here and then put this 8-1, like 2x4 one across like that. And I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, so down here and then down the front. And now I just got to fill in these spaces so that it actually makes some cohesive looking stairs. Let's put a bigger one here. And then we can just put some on the back. Yeah, that looks pretty cute for a stairwell. I can't figure out whether I want to make that all the way back there. Let's put this. This is going to be the mat at the bottom of the stairs, and then we're going to smooth over all of these. But I think I need to move the whole thing back one stud, like back towards the bathroom door, one stud. So let's do that. And that way we'll still have a bit of room to put some more things on the other side of the stairs. This is insane because there's just so much. It just keeps coming. We've got too many choices. Let's smooth over these stairs. Make them all caramelly delicious. Yeah, that's perfect. Here we go. All right. And we need another block up here. Otherwise that's going to be a big step down to the landing. Smooth these ones over. Put a jumper stud on there so that, I know, maybe so that sausage dog can hang out there. I'll find a single piece. There we go. Nice. Oh my goodness, we got a place here. I don't think we're going to be building a cot for baby Sienna, so we could just hang Sienna's little bucket here. Look, that's where she sleeps, here under the stairs, next to the guitar. So we'll put a guitar here too. My goodness, it's so cozy. And Snickers can go on the stairs. Actually, that stud doesn't fit where his legs are, but that's too bad. Okay. Over here, I left some space so that we could have a hat stand. A hat stand made out of a brown rake. And here we've got some bags hanging because the bag's brown. We gotta hang this up, the front part of a pony costume, because it's brown. And I think a raccoon hat would also be perfect here because it's brown. And here would be a good place to put suitcases and stuff when you come in the front door. We do have brown suitcases with chocolate in them. But I just don't think this works with the Browns' aesthetic because they're adventurous. So we're going to put their sleeping rolls, which are on brown tiles, here stored at the door so they can quickly grab them when they go off on their explorations. Does that fit in there? It does kind of fit in there. There we go. And they can just grab baby Sienna and they can be off out the door. They could maybe even take one of the brown horses. My goodness, they're getting a whole backstory. This is concerning. Now let's give Hazel a brown dog treat. And because I've been so good, can I please put a poop in this build? Oh, Snickers, you shouldn't have. Let's put the poop on the stairs. Poor Snickers. Oh, you knew that was going to happen from the beginning. It's not like this is going to be a surprise, right? We had to put a poop in here somewhere. And I did manage to save it to the end. So yay for me for a little bit of self-restraint. Okay, so we have got a too much brown build that is super cohesive. Brown is such a fun color to build in because there are so many parts available and so many interesting pieces. But you can also see that there is currently a brown staircase to nowhere, which means, dun dun dun, yes, you guessed it, there is more brown still to come. So it is time for Too Much Brown continues because we've already done too much brown and we had so much brown in so many different shades that it actually turned into like a really cohesive build, a build that looks like something normal, which is not what generally happens with these too much single color challenges. So we made like a completely brown bottom floor of the apartment, but I did put a staircase in, which means we've got to do a second story. So that's what we're doing today. So let's put in some flooring up here and see whether I can make something functional for the second floor of our Too Much Brown apartment. Now this piece here is really, really handy for this spot because, oh, hold on though. This is where my partition comes unstuck maybe. If I put it, maybe it needs to be one plate higher and then I would be able to support this on here. I don't know. Actually, it might, but I'm not even going to try that. For now, I'm just going to attach it under here for a bit of stability to the other piece, and that should work. So that should actually hold it in place. Is that not... I don't know that that's down properly. Oh, is this not going to work? This is not a good start. Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that. I just had to push the partition into place and now it's perfect. Okay, I was a bit worried because that was not the best start, but yeah, look, that's good now. Okay, and we have got a really great amount of brown real estate to build on for the second floor. So first up, we need to put up a wall, just like we did in the bottom level. So, you know, walls they're boring, but they're functional and they're important, and they're pretty cool when you can break up all the blocky brown with some different textures, because we got the brick textures. Now, I really want to try this. I want to use this brown rowing boat as a bookcase or as a set of shelves, and this is going to be a bit of an adventure because I don't know quite how this is going to work, but I reckon we can put these brown books, because there are plenty of brown books, and maybe if we just put, look, if I can stick that, that's an illegal connection, so I've just stuck that between the studs. Is that going to just make it, that does not fit, so that's, maybe if we put it this way. Let me think, I know this is possible. So if I build it out a little bit here, and then I put some of these pieces with the upward facing studs here. So we got forward facing studs, upward facing studs, and we can put this now up here. Now I've got a nice big space here to put our books. So let's just put a few different books in here. They're all brown, so they fit in perfectly. And then we'll put some little drawer fronts on. Oh, hold on, that's a bit far back now. So I could have left that like that, but it doesn't look, it's not aesthetically as good as I want it to look. So we'll build it out just a little bit so that the drawer fronts look good. There we go. We got 2 books now. Can we build another one of these on the top, like above this? Like exactly the same. I think we can. Just, you're never going to want to try and get these books on the bottom out because they're going to be built into this, which is fine. It's fine for what we're actually doing. Let's put the sloth book up here, which once again is brown, and this one about tree houses. So many informative books in one bookcase. And now I don't have much room up the top, but if I shove this little tile here with that illegal connection technique, which is really useful, we can use it for a display area for a crystal that I love so much, and I'm pretty sure that this one was collected by the Browns on one of their exploration adventures. That's such a great little display spot up there. Look at that. That's worked out so well, and I'll just put a brown flower up here because I can. Okay, how on earth am I going to put this in an upright position? Let me see if I can actually attach it onto this base plate here. It might work. The sides of the boat actually go out, so I can't put anything right next to the... Yeah, that's going to work, but I can't put anything right next to the boat. So this is now going to be the wall, the piece of the wall that this bookcase is attached to. And how are we going to attach this to flooring? Well, we're going to use these forward-facing stud things that also have a hole in the back. So, and we need to pick it back just up a little bit off the floor so that we can... Yeah, all right, that should be high enough so we can install this as one of the walls on our second level. There we go. All right, that is a bit different. I like this because this is going to be a bit of an eclectic area with lots of different interesting things that the Browns have collected in their travels. So let's build our wall up a little bit more, and I want some display shelves, some more little display areas for their collection. So this part here is going to have a window behind it, and is that going to fit with the... It does. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that just fits in there with the boat bookcase. Okay, in this big space here, well, it's a perfect spot for this very valuable tapestry that they discovered somewhere. I don't know. Where did they discover this? It's unique, that's for sure. We're going to hang it from a spear. Once again, so many artifacts are going to be ending up in this room, but we need to make a place for this to actually hang. So let's build this wall up a little bit further, put another display area over here matching the other side. I love the fact that I've got so much brown that I can really make this match, which is nice. And we need some hooks up here to attach our tapestry to. I think that's a good height. I think that's a very nice height. Okay, let's continue this wall up here, and I don't have many single bricks, so I'm going to use these cylinders, which will make a nice little dark frame around the tapestry anyway. And I don't know why I insist upon trying to put these in situ because it's really fiddly, but I will persist. She persisted. There we go. Okay, and some more. Yeah, I do have some more of these brick pieces. So let's put them up as far as they go, and I think we are at just the right height here, but I want to put this one over here because on this side out here, I want to make another display area, a hanging one. So we're going to need to use a rod and stick it into this hole, and then we can actually hang something from over here. Okay, another brick up there, and then we just need to backfill all of these spaces so that it's all at the same level, and then we can finish it off up the top. Okay, on this display piece, we've got an artifact from the far regions of Ninjago, where they traveled just a few years ago, and this is what they brought back with them. Is this even going to fit here? While I'm rambling nonsense, I'm trying to figure out whether this is going to fit. Yeah, okay, it's just going to fit there next to our cupboard. And on this side, they've got this interesting headscarf helmety thing, which I think that they collected when they were maybe off planet, or maybe even in a completely different time zone. I just don't know. They have been so many different places, this family. So we've got a display for this. And on this one here, I could, all right. So if I stick one of these, I don't even know what these are called, but they've got holes on both sides, which is really handy for when you want to stick it on a rod. We can use this to display their, well, it's not their shrunken head collection because they've only got one, but their one shrunken head. So cool. Okay, down here, let's put some more stuff. So let's put a crate down, centered underneath our other display. Oh gosh, that is just so snug, but it does just fit. And we'll put this club. This is definitely a fossilized caveman club, as it's very, very valuable. And on this side, we've got one of these buckety things. What do you call those things? A buckety thing. Let's turn it into a drum. And well, obviously they've collected this as well. So really, really cool drum. And on here, let's make a chest out of this. Well, I just love the fact I've got so many cool brown pieces, or they've got brown prints on them. It just makes this area so interesting to look at. So this is a crate or a chest which they haven't opened. Or maybe they have opened it, we don't know what's in it, but it can also be used to display this hat. When they went to the ruins of this old castle and they collected this hat, they also collected these really, really weird sticks, which they're keeping in this basket which were hanging off the edge. So we've got all of these sticks that they don't know what they're used for, but they collected them anyway because they were really interesting. They're probably not worth anything, but they thought they were pretty interesting. So let's put all of their weird sticks over here, relics of a, bygone time. Okay, that looks so fantastic. They've got so many cool brown artifacts happening up here on the second level. It's definitely a study. Okay. Over here, we've got a sack of stuff because it's brown. And on here, let's use this to try and, is that going to work? No. So I want to put their backpack on here, but if I put this, is that going to stick out too far? No, actually, I think that's good. So I can use the hook on the back of that to hold the backpack on. And this shield, which is brown, it's got the most fantastic tree print on it. This we're going to try and put on the wall, and it would be so easy to put that on the wall if I just had another one of those brown clips, but I used all of them on my fixed partition on the bottom level. But I do have these sort of clips, so if I put it like that, and then I need to connect it, and then I need to somehow put it off the wall. So this will probably work. I don't know how secure it'll be, because that's not what that connecting piece is really designed to do. So it's not very straight, but actually, that's holding on pretty securely. It's holding on securely enough for our purposes today, but I think I want it to be one more stud down so that it's just a bit more snug here because I've still got something else to put on this wall. All right, let's put the backpack back on, and on the top, I'm going to use another one of those brown clips just to make like kind of a rod or a sticky uppy bit. That's the technical term, sticky uppy bit, to hold this hat that they got when they went to Mexicanana. It's a new place. It's previously undiscovered, but the Browns discovered it and brought back this hat. All right, so we're smoothing along the top. I actually want to put a couple of owls up here on the top because they're brown, and it just makes a cute little owlery just sitting here on top of the wall. So that's how we're going to finish the top of our wall here. Now, but there's space for a table, and the Mario sets, the new ones, have got some really interesting new shapes, these little platforms, and this is going to make the most perfect low table. In fact, you can make, what's the name of the tables that they have in Japan? Is it a katatsu? Is that how you pronounce it? The really low ones with the heaters underneath. We could totally use this for that, but that's not what we're going to use it for today. We're going to use it for just a table for the middle of our room, and we can use this as a holder for the brown calligraphy brush, because that can be Hazel's job. She can be restoring old manuscripts, like illuminated manuscripts. Oh, that's a cool job. Okay, that works in really well with all the rest of the stuff they do as well. Total backstory happening here. But in the meantime, let's build a lamp, because we've got all the brown pieces we need to build a lamp. This is epic. There are so many different choices for brown. It is exciting. Okay, let's put this up here on our table. And where is the manuscript that she's currently busy restoring? Here it is. Looking beautiful. She's doing a great job. Okay, but if we're going to be using this now as a table, we're going to need to make it a little bit higher. And for that, we're going to need to put legs on. And now I think it actually looks a bit dorky with the legs on it. No, it doesn't. I think this is going to work because it just kind of now looks a bit more molded. It has molded legs. So they've been carved and they're interesting and cool looking. See, not dorky at all. You can put a different spin on just about anything. Okay, let's install this in our second story. And I think that's, yeah, that's a good spot. I've just lost my brush. Here it is. And I think we only really have enough room to make a little seat. So let's use this awesome print here, because it goes, it like ties in really, really nicely with the prints, the rest of the prints in the room, just coincidentally. And maybe just a tiny bit higher. There we go. Okay, I don't think there's room really to put much else in here, except for a mouse. We gotta have a mouse up here. It's just imperative. So let's put this mouse maybe anywhere here. Let's put the mouse here. And they didn't come back empty-handed from their recent travels to somewhere jungly, because they brought back, look, I've got a hanging spot now. They brought back a monkey, and it's probably illegal, but that's okay because this is just Lego. This monkey, we can call this monkey Coco. See, now I've used up almost all the names that you guys gave me when I asked you to give me names for this family. So we have got 2 levels of too much brown, and I actually am really, really in love with this build. It's just, well, it took on a life of its own and became its own like fantastic thing. But I had to see whether I could put Aragog in the build too. So Aragog is now hanging off the side wall. I think that's a lovely addition. What do you think? Perfect, like the finishing touches, and taking it off now because it was just ridiculous. So here we go. Our too much brown build is completed, and it was too much fun. Welcome back to the too much brown build. Yeah, so we had 2 builds already for the too much brown build, and I'm betting that you thought that you had seen the last of this sucker. However, I got all these comments. You guys gave me all these comments about there being no bedroom or a bed. This is my favorite one though. And where shall they sleep? They should sleep in the basement with the rats. And I did actually think that maybe that would be fun. But no. So we're not going to build them a basement. We're going to build them a bedroom because of you. Because of all of you. And this video is totally your fault. So this is the Too Much Brown Fan Edition build. So this is going to be challenged because I do have a lot of brown pieces, but we're going to be adding to this rather unstable structure. But anyway, let's start off with Sienna the baby, who has a perfectly functional sleeping bucket hanging off the stairs, just like most normal babies do in a house. All right, they don't. So we'll build her a cradle. But before we do that, we need to, okay, so we're going to have to put the bedroom here. Because we can't build on top of this, because, you know, it's not, you can't build on top of that boat and the owls will have nowhere to live. So we need to actually take all of this stuff off, but don't worry, we will replace it on another level above the one we are about to build. So, removing the whole study area, let's make a cradle for Sienna. So, bucket out, chest in. So we're going to build her a cradle out of this chest, but first we need to take the lid off because Lids are actually, in like real life, a hazard in chests. So kids in the old days used to play hide and seek in chests, and then the lid would come down and it is not good. They're too heavy for them to be able to pick to get out again. So no lids on the chest. Gosh, it's a bit of gruesome history, but Sienna fits in here nicely, and there's even room for a teddy, of course, in brown. Oh, the teddy's bigger than Sienna. Okay, so I wonder if we can, rather than just sticking this onto the ground, wonder if we can make this a rocking kind of cradle with these brown clawy kind of things. So it's dangerous to be in the cradle while we're busy building it. So we'll take the teddy and Sienna out, and maybe if I'm not quite certain how this is going to work. So if we put the sticks on here, we could kind of plug it into the wall and make it a swingy, cradly kind of thing. I think that should work. But let's make it just a little bit more decorative and make a hood over the top of it. Would you call it a hood over a cradle? Something that goes over the top, though. I don't know why babies would need a hood over the top. It's not to stop the rain from getting in. I don't know, but there we go. Now we've got a really nice little brown chest cradle, which is a huge step up from the bucket that she was sleeping in before. And we're going to plug the sticks into these holy bricks here, and we're going to attach them to the wall that we're about to build. So this is how, when I make my custom builds, I build the pieces that I want, and then I backfill all the other bits and see what still needs to be done. So cradle first with floating bricks. So let's put some wall up here, and I'm going to line the bottom with dark brown and a window maybe a little bit higher, but we're going to want to put some glass in here so that Sienna doesn't fall out, but nice light coming through. That's nice, light and airy. And yeah, I think that's a good height. So that means that now we need to put some single bricks up on either side evenly so that the cradle is at an even level. Yeah, I think that's cute, and it can kind of swing with a little bit of force. So there's a little swinging cradle now, and above the cradle we're going to have a shelf, because if we're going to do this, we're going to do this properly, and we're going to put some more toys in Sienna's part of the bedroom. And yeah, I didn't put in a sloth. Like, the sloth, my most favorite thing, hashtag sloths forever. So brown sloth is the sloth toy now, not like a proper animal. We're going to have this sloth as a toy. We're going to have a little brown baby bunny, and we're going to have a brown chihuahua toy too. And I'd like a bit of light coming through up here, because it's going to be pretty dark with all of these brown, sorry little sloth, with all these brown pieces in here and another level on the top. So some light coming through behind our shelf with some clear panels, which are totally not cheating because they have no color whatsoever. Down next to the cradle, let's put a box. Let's build a little box with these brown panel corner pieces, and that kind of negates my swinging cradle thing because it doesn't swing anymore. But we can put this is now a maraca, or what do you call it, like a rattle for the babies, brown one. And this is not poo, it's a baby toy, which looks a little bit like little pebbles of poop, but it's not. Let's put that underneath the rattle so that it actually sits the rattle up so that we can see it. It'll be nicely displayed in the toy box next to the ball-shaped toy. And oh my gosh, can we fit the alpaca in? Because I can't believe that I didn't put the alpaca in the first place, but there just wasn't space, and now we can call it a toy. Oh, lost it. There we go. Now we can call it a kid's toy. Though, what does a kid do with a life-size stuffed animal? You can't ride it. You can't hug it. It's too big, and I can't figure out where to fit this at the moment. It's right at the top of the stairs. Nobody else is going to logistically get up those stairs. But anyway, let's move the alpaca out of the way, and we'll see if we can fit in a moment. And I think I need to move everything over one. Is that right? Because I want to put an archway at the stairs. I'll just keep building this wall up, and I'm going to alternate with the pattern bricks and the plain bricks, because I don't have enough all pattern bricks to actually just fill the walls with pattern bricks. But this looks nice this way. Breaks it up a bit. Yeah, I'm moving it back again. So I think that I have to move the toy box back again too. There's always a lot of adjusting when you do custom builds, but that's part of the fun. So over here, we're going to have an arch to add extra support. I'll put another one on the other side. The alpaca's currently guarding the top of the stairs. Put one on the other side so that we can support the next level as well. Okay. More wall over here, just nice big structural supporting wall going up, and I think I might be able to put I wonder if I have anything brown that I could display on this wall, something like a tapestry or a painting to break up all of the walliness. Oh yes, I do. Okay, so I'm going to put on some forward-facing studs so that I can put, I know it's not a red tile, but it's got a brown sticker on it, so ta-da, hooray, that totally works. So that's nice. A bit of a tapestry, a grassy woven wall tapestry that the Browns have brought back from one of their adventures. Okay, we've got a nice substantial looking wall over here. Let's use the treasure map, because this is the treasure map from last season's Lego Friends, the sunken treasure ship thing. And this is going to make, I think that's quite a nice little mat out the front. Okay, so the next thing that you guys commented on a lot, oh, the towel is in the bathtub, was that there was no toilet in the bathroom. Because there was no room, and it just didn't occur to me to put a toilet in the bathroom. So let's put a little ensuite up here next to the bedroom, which has just got a toilet. So that will make everybody happy. Let's build a little privacy wall around. Oh, it's private from the bedrooms, not private from everything else, but still privacy wall. Brown toilet roll, perfect. There's a lovely colour for a toilet roll. And this is going to be our toilet, because I don't actually have, is that going to fit? No, because I need to put a stud under the bottom. We'll put a little flower stud, and that way it will fit in the space between the studs, and that is such a small spot. But I think we'll get Charlie to try this out. Oh my gosh, okay, he can just fit there. Haha! Toilet achievement unlocked! Though it does look, he could tumble off there at any moment. So let's take him out. Right, okay, now we need a bed for the Browns, for Hazel and Charlie, and we're going to make some windows, some nice tall windows, because I'm just obsessed at the moment with recessed windows. Is recessed the right way, or bay windows, you know, the ones that sit out? So we're going to put these windows, nice tall windows, all the way, well, kind of almost all the way up to the top, and I want to sit them off the back, and that actually gives you a little bit more room for playing inside, so, or just for putting stuff inside. So if we put these outward angled upward facing stud things here, I'm sure they have a proper name, but that's what I'm calling them, and the windows go on top, and now I'll just put some columns on either side that they don't quite fill the space as well as they could, but I like the texture, so I like these nice round shape around the windows and next to all that brickwork. I think it looks really nice. So now we just need to backfill this area over here, which is a big empty blank space. So just gonna pile up some single bricks here, and now we'll attach the toilet wall to the other part of the wall, and we'll build all the way. Oh, I wonder, yes. Let's put another hanging over here. This is the sticker off the Mulan set, and it looks really, really great hanging up here, decorating the bedroom, and it is on a brown tile and it has a brown background, so it brownly totally works. Wonder if I can center that. No, I'm not even going to try. So that works nicely there. Right, it's bedtime. Let's build a bed for the Browns, and we're just gonna, obviously it's gonna need to be brown, but I just couldn't bring myself to have just brown panels on the top, or brown tiles on the top, because it was just horrible. So I have found some washi tape stickers and just popped them on here. I want to use this over the top, kind of like a folded back blanket, and we need this bit on the back so that it actually sits into our recessed window. Build this up a little bit at the top and put some pillows on it, and lo, we have a bed. We just need to build the bottom up a bit with some 2 studs. I think will be high enough, and that way it'll be nice and stable, and they will be able to sleep really well. Alright, okay, so the bed, let's check this out. That does not work with her hair, so she's going to have to sleep sitting up or very uncomfortably, but I don't care, it's a very nice looking bed, and we're going to just move the mat out of the way, pop it into the window, and look at that extra space, that extra stud we bought by recessing the window. Looks really great. Let's put the mat back down. Now I have to try and, okay, that looks bodgy. Maybe I turn it around a bit. No, now it's bowing up in the middle. Back around again. There we go. That will do nicely. Let's put the alpaca back here at the top of the stairs. It's our stair guard. And I think, yeah, I don't know. Oh, yes, we can fit some more things in. Let's put some side tables in, though I don't know how creative I can be with side tables. We'll use some dark brown columns, some of these little decorative pieces. Well, they're decorative in this instance. We'll put one on the other side, 2 little matching side tables, and a cookie on this one because it's brown and because everybody loves cookies, especially late night snack cookies. And on the other one, I wonder, because there's no translucent pieces in brown. So to make a lamp, I'm going to not use any translucent pieces. We're going to use this claw, and then on the top, we're going to use a bucket, and we're just going to turn the claw around a bit so I can actually fit that, but not with that whole face in the front. We'll turn it around again. If we just kind of plonk the bucket on top, look, we've got a little lamp side table, which is a bit bouncy when you press it on the top, but that's part of the fun. Okay, I think, oh, let's use this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Charlie found this book when they were last out poking around this abandoned castle. He hasn't figured out quite what it does yet, but he's busy investigating it. That's his nighttime reading. Chompy. Let's put him up here in the bed because I think he's going to fit quite nicely. And I think there's just enough space for the new stray dog that Hazel has brought home and adopted. He is adorably weird, and that's how we love them, but he hasn't quite been toilet trained yet. So this gives me a perfect opportunity to put a poop in the build. Woo! Poop achievement unlocked too. But let's leave. Oh, I can't figure. I'm taking the alpaca out for now because we've still got to put some more supporting bits over here. We're gonna match up the other pillar from the other side, the arch, and that way we can put the next level on too. But I think that the bedroom is as complete as it can be. I'll decide whether we can fit the alpaca back in a moment. All right, so we need some long, skinny brown plates to hold all the walls in place securely. We'll backfill in the middle, and that looks nice. All right, on the top, some more long, skinny brown plates. And then we have to see whether we can put on a floor on the top. Yeah, we've got enough structure now to be able to put the same sort of flooring on the top as the bottom. But do I have the same sort of pieces? You know what? Yes, I do. In fact, I found this one. This is in the Temple of Ejitsu, and the sticker on it with the old wooden flooring is perfect for the study. So this works out even better. Okay, putting all of the stuff back into our adventurer's study with all of the curiosities that they have collected over the years of traveling. And now, can I fit that sack in? Yeah, I can, kind of there. And the mousey. Okay, look at that. We have successfully put in a bedroom, but let's put in, because I do have, I have the pieces, so let's put a ladder in. It's going to have to go on the back here, which is not optimal for access, but it looks really great there behind the toilet. It looks really nice, like a bit of a feature panel. So that ladder can get them up to the study. Okay, functional too much brown apartment achieved. I have to say, I am surprised. This has been very, very fun, and you know that I love a challenge. And the challenge to add a bedroom to an already stacked out whack look and build was really, really fun. So thank you for your comments. I really do appreciate them. I really do enjoy reading them, and I do take them on board and often use them for inspiration for future videos. So make sure you keep commenting. Well, looky here. I have got the ingredients for a build challenge. It's beige, everybody, the most boring color in the world. Actually, it's not. So it's in Lego, it's called tan. So this is a too much tan build. Yay! So kill me. Right, so we have got, this is my tan bucket. And wee, look at all of these wonderful tan pieces, all in exactly the same shade of tan. Or beige. Boring beige. I shouldn't be so mean, but I just don't know. I've put this build challenge off for a while because it's going to be definitely a challenge. It might even be worse than grey. But first, let's make some characters. So tan, right? Yes, so many clothes in tan. So Andrea's got a pair of shorts, so she's a tan too, predominantly. Moana has got a tan skirt, and there are some tan pants somewhere. I was about to rhyme and I've stopped myself. Here we are. Here are the tan pants. Until last year, there's also a tan top. A princess top. Hold on, that's a prince. A prince top! Oh, that's perfect. I can totally fit this into a narrative in my head. A prince. Yeah, I don't know. But so, until last year, that was all we had. Last year in the jungle theme, Emma got an almost completely tan outfit. Well, it's not. The top's got tan on it, the bottom's got tan on it, so I'm calling both sides of this being available for tan. Andrea also got a top and a bottom with tan on them. Yeah, whoa, some more tan clothes. I'm already tired of saying tan. Tan. But Raya, the Raya sets brought us some good stuff. Namaria's got a really great top. Raya's hat itself is tan, so we could use this headpiece as our tan. And I could put it just directly on Namari. Oh my gosh, now I'm just mixing and matching the Raya dolls. This hair looks, Namari's hair looks great. Oh, looks great on Raya, but I'm also going to put Moana's skirt on Namari. Oh, pants look good on, wow, okay, these are mixes and matches that I never would have thought of doing. So, Namari looks fantastic, all in tan. Have we made our character? I think we have. Have no idea, maybe like a sandy beach build kind of thing? Let's investigate what sort of hair pieces are available in tan. There's a lot of boys ones or male hair pieces, and I don't think girls have got any. So there are all these, there are a couple of hats. So, yeah, but there are all these boy hair pieces that are just kind of same but different. They're so close to looking exactly the same. This is different. This is an elf's hair piece from Lord of the Rings. Oh, I very much like the Viking one. Oh, I want to see what my Namari Raya Moana Melangia now looks like with a Viking helmet. She's a Valkyrie. Whee! Actually, that looks really fierce. I really like that. Oh, I just don't know what I would do with that for a story. Maybe a mohawk? Mohawk. It doesn't really go with the color on the side of her head. I think this hat's probably the best choice. But, oh no! This is the Fred and George beanie from the Harry Potter minifigures. This could be like Ginny's hair. I could have George and Ginny as characters. Oh, I want to do this so badly. Oh my gosh. Okay, can I make this happen? I think I can. This is good. We're gonna have George and Ginny, and they're gonna hang out in whatever build we have. So this can be my George head. We're gonna put it on this prince's body. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know that the beanie goes with a prince top. Oh, I have a top with sand stripes across it. It's green, but it has sand stripes. I'm calling it good. Okay, this is much better. Okay, so George, we got George Weasley. It's going to be like a Harry Potter fan fiction going on. And we're going to use Emma's outfit, the cute little overalls here, for Ginny, and we need a head, so we need some freckles and some brown eyes for Ginny. Oh, lovely. And if I put this hat and this hair on, the Explorer hat looks kind of, yeah. How do I make the Explorer's hat work with a beanie? What is their story going to be? No, I'm giving up on the hat. You know, I'm just calling it. We're just going to put Ginny hair on her and call her outfit enough for the tan. Okay, let's see. I've got my characters. I'm very excited about them. We got Harry Potter stuff going on. Now, also in tan are a whole load of masks. We've already seen these ones. This one, we've got we've got a llama. I can use this Pharaoh's thingamajig because it's tan on the basis. This has got tan on the face, and maybe do we use the pug dog? I don't know. So we got all these masks in tan. How can I incorporate them? Don't know. I'm going to push them out of the way for now. There are also a whole world of maps. Who would have imagined that there were so many maps printed on tan tiles? Actually, it makes sense because it makes an old, it looks like old paper or old papyrus or just old paper, like I said before. Lots of elves maps here. The Marauders map. This is why it's got to have a Harry Potter theme. This is perfect. What's this map from? I can't remember. I don't remember. Let's pile our maps high. Got a wonderful collection of maps. We'll make a map shop. There's also newspapers printed on tan. We've got the Harry Potter one. We've got this one, which I don't know where that one came from. We got a zombie brains one. Oh, they're so eclectic, but we can make them work together in a single build. And also, there are Harry Potter spell sheet things. I was going to say books, but they're not really books. Spell sheets all printed on tan tiles. And this very important one too. So we've got a whole heap of Harry Potter thingies. Oh my gosh, I also have an owl in tan. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, yes, they are. Where are they? The letters that actually get shoved through the mailbox. They're in tan. Hello. Okay, so can I have a broom? No, I can't, because I only have a broom in brown. A brown broom. I might also have a black broom. Neither of them are good, but I do have a mop. I have a mop. But I'm going to rip the mop head off and see if I don't have a long stick in tan. I do have some short sticks in tan. Can I make this into a broom with my tan pieces? I really want a broom for my build. Otherwise, it's going to be tricky to make it a Harry Potter build without having a broom. It would just be so perfect. So if I put this through here, do you know there are no tan studs with holes in them? It's going to make it really hard to hold stuff together. If I use this pin, this Technique pin, I should be able to put another stick on this end. I should be able to click this in so that it just catches on both ends. So let's push that down further. Oh, pull it out a little bit further. Push this back in. Oh, I'll just keep fiddling with it till... Oh, there we go. That's nice. Ah, that's a really nice looking broom. Nobody would know that that was a mop initially, unless you just saw me rip it apart. Right, okay. We have got the ingredients for a really good Harry Potter fanfiction crazy build. It's going to be like a fever dream. Let's see. We're going to make a curiosities shop, and... these are going to be, I have to make up stories to go with these. It's going to be fan fiction. These are going to be displayed in the shop as things you can buy, and maybe they're headpieces that you put on if you want to have certain attributes. So that one's obviously for Viking for strength. An elf one, I mean, you can look pretty silly walking around with these, but silly doesn't matter if you have enormous powers. Plus also, it's fun to walk around looking a bit different. So we've got elf, we've got our Viking, we can definitely have this. This could even be something that the Weasleys brought back from their trip to Egypt. So perfect, it ties in with their story so well. What else can we fit in? The llama? I have no idea how to fit this in. What on earth would you use a llama mask for? What special magical powers does the llama have? Yeah, you can tell me, because I don't know. Over here, I'm going to display these at the back in their own little display area. So if I put these ones just a little bit further forward to frame the Viking, and... yeah, we might put the Pharaoh's one up a bit higher, and I want to put an arch over here, like an arched window, but a low one. So let's start building some bricks up. Let's make some walliness happen. And along the back, and then our arch can go, yeah, like a little window, I think. I think that's not pushing them too far forward. Over the Viking helmet. Ha, that's so lovely. And then up here is where I'm going to put the Pharaoh's, I was going to say helmet. I don't even know what you call that. What is it? It's a Pharaoh's thing. And I'm going to make a nice little shelf for it with our quarter pie pieces to round off the edge. And maybe I could use these little tail pieces, tan tail pieces, on either side to create a bit of a feature, an architectural feature for the Pharaoh's mask for this whole little area. Oh, that looks okay. I'm not finished yet though. I want to put this mask and maybe this. No, not the pug mask. I can't make that happen. Let's put these two guys on either side with these elephant tusks, tails, no, tusks. No, they're not tusks. Elephant, what do you call those things? I've lost it. Elephant trunks. That's the word I was looking for. So I can put these up here. If I just have a couple more of these little tubes, I can stick that in up here. And that way I can angle them and they can be a really good display. Oh, that looks amazing. Okay, and we can put the matching big cat on the other side. Build up our columns, stick him on his trunk. We need the stud, otherwise it doesn't sit on top, like on the front of the trunk there, on the top of the trunk. Otherwise it doesn't sit on at the, it just won't go on properly. So we need that extra stud. That looks good. Look at that. That is an eye-catching feature. It's a shame now, I think, that I put it at the back of the shop, but I think we're going to be cramming a lot of stuff into this crazy curiosities shop. All right. Yeah. Okay. That works. That works. Let's go and work on this wall now, cause this would be a good place to display George's amazing map collection, except I think the elf needs to move forward just a little bit. Let's put him one stud further forward so he doesn't, get pushed forward. So, okay, not maps yet. Let's put the newspapers, which are so very eclectic. They've come from parallel universes to the Harry Potter one, where all sorts of random strange things exist. Not that there aren't enough random strange things that exist in the Harry Potter universe, but zombies do not actually exist there. So maybe it's a fake news publication by the Murdoch media trying to freak everybody out. Did it work? Often does. Okay, so lots of interesting things happening down there in our newspapers. Up here on the wall, it's good. Maybe I could put the broom, the broom that we built before up here on the wall. This is a very special broom. There's only one of them been made before. It's a very special part of George and Ginny's collection here. I don't know if they'd be able to sell it. Probably got a massive price on it. So, okay, the maps are going to go up here on the wall too. I'm definitely creating some sort of alternate timeline here in my head. I've got an entire narrative going down. I'm not sure where the timeline splits from my version and the real Harry Potter version, but this is my fanfiction. I'm going to just continue rolling on and making it up as I go along. Right, so maps on the wall. I need to put these up just another plate higher, otherwise they're going to bump into the maps down below. Yeah, put them over there. Got the bar. Yeah, there we go. That looks lovely. All right, and I want to put a lot of maps on. Let's just keep going. Let's make as many maps happen as possible. Right, on the floor in front of here is where I'm going to make the counter. So we're going to have a shelf behind it with some pretty important precious stuff. So these are those letters that got put through Harry Potter's mailbox. This is a dragon's egg. I think it's petrified, so it's okay. Hook to hang something on off the side. Decide what I'm gonna. I don't even know if I have anything that I can hang off it. I'll find something. I'm sure there must be something in tan that I can hang off that hook. More maps. Let's put this one here, but the most precious one of them all, the Marauders map, has to go here behind the counter. Keep it safe. Yeah. And straight. Let's see if I can get them straight. Yeah, good. Okay. I got more maps. I want to put them all up here, baby. Let's do it. Let's make this even higher and put on some of these forward-facing stud thingies. And just let's put them all on the wall. Let's make this a map wall that people will talk about for centuries. Now, I've run out of map wall space. So I want to put this one, that was really short-lived. I want to put this one down here on the floor, and this grill will help sit it out a little bit, but it's leaning on my map above, so I'm going to move that up a bit. Yeah, there, that looks good. And then if I can no, it needs to go in the outside groove. Come on, there we go. There we go. Maps ahoy, they're all here. All right, okay, that is a lot of maps. Now let's build our counter. Oh, so these little edge pieces here, these edge panel pieces make a very nice counter. I'm gonna need the long plate to hold them all together. Fill these spaces here with little single plates, and then these cool little 2x1 bricks with the, I don't know what you call them, with the divots in them. They make a nice texture. Makes it kind of look like they're the tube pieces, but they're joined together. Okay, how far forward do I want to put this? That looks like there's a lot of space there, but let's check with George in behind. Yeah, that's good. I want to just make a nice little smooth bit in front of the counter because I can, and I just think it looks nice and finished like that. Okay, all right. I got a big piece of wall I want to put up the back here, and I have something I really want to use. I want to use this crack in the wall with the red goobies trying to break out of it from an alternate universe into this one. So we are going to create a wall with cracks in it and see if I can feature our red goobies. That's what I'm calling them, the red goobies. Doesn't sound really menacing enough, does it? The red goobies. Let's see. If I put this, there's a nice big hole at the back there. So I can put them, I need to suspend them out the back. So to do that, I'm going to use a claw and one of these paddle poppy kind of pieces, stick that in the claw, and this is now the back. So let's spin that around. Look at that. Oh, they're definitely breaking through. It's like that, the Doctor Who, the crack in the wall, but with red goobies. which is definitely less menacing. Let's take this up just a little bit further. Nice! And I want to just take it all up to the same height. Yeah, all right. So this I want to put here, but I want to kind of want to nudge it in just a little bit further. I wonder if I can, I'm just going to sit it on top of there. That's good because that means my little feature red goobies is sitting a bit higher. So I'll put my 4x1 here. Nice! Ah, okay, all right. And now I just want to get the whole lot of this wall here to be a similar height. Tie it all in. Take this little feature piece up just by a plate. That looks so much better. Isn't it amazing how you just move something just a tiny bit and it looks so much better? Okay, this is looking good, but oh man, I want some more building space. Let's put another plate on here because I have got so many more ideas. Let's join this on. Come on, can you join? That'd be nice. So there are actually a whole heap of animals in tan too, which makes sense. It's a pretty natural fur color. So we got an owl, we got a chicken, we got a little horse, we got a big cat, we got a little cat, we got a hedgehog, we got a mouse, bulldog, other dog, pug dog. We got some things here. We're going to use these, maybe not the big ones, but the small ones can be we can make a spot in the shop where you can come and buy a pet or a familiar, like a Harry Potter pet, like, you know, like the Harry Potter's owl or Hermione's cat. Here behind this little window thing, we can actually shove a little mouse, and we don't need any sides, and the wall on the back is the backing for this. And look, it's just like perfectly displayed there. No room for the mouse to move around, but it's just a display. It's a mouse display. Certainly not RSPCA friendly, but that's not what we're going for here. Right, so more display for more pets. This is we're going to kind of break up the big openness of this with it's kind of an internal wall. So this is going to be our internal wall with a display in it. Did I mention it's a display? It's going to be a display. It's going to be a display. Right, and it's all going to be in tan because that's the whole point. So if we could put the bulldog here, I think. So we put a jumper stud here and a flat one on the back, and then, oh look, here we go. This is where you come to buy your adorable bulldog to accompany you to Hogwarts. And if you want an owl, we're going to put a nice big arched piece over the owl, because isn't that just how owls are supposed to be, in arches like that? I'm going to change this over. I'm going to put a little platform here for the bulldog, because it doesn't need such a big platform. And we're going to have a double-sided one up the top, because I'll show you why. Because I can put an owl on this side, and on the other side we can put a chicken. Because that's a perfect Hogwarts pet. Hello, chicken. So we've got 3 pets up here on display. I don't think I'm going to use the dogs. But I will make room for the hedgehog. Can you imagine a hedgehog? This is a Hogwarts pet. Where's this going to go? I think that is just a bit too cozy with the mouse. We'll move that one stud back. Yes. And then if I just put a little plate with a jumper stud down the bottom underneath our display, that's a really good spot for the hedgehog to hang out. All right. Okay. Nice. So we have a corner for buying pets. It's a very eclectic, it's a curiosities shop. So it is filled with curious things, including this pillar with some forward-facing stud pieces so we can hang stuff on it. And this pillar is going to be really, really just right for all those spell pieces that we found before. So you come here, you buy your pet, you get a mask, buy a map, pick up a spell or two while you're at the shop. So, spells up here. This one, the floaty Aramis spell, and this one here for the mandrakes, and this one is, I think, from the potions book. I think so, maybe? I can't remember. But they are bona fide spells from Hogwarts. And down below we're going to have a stack of stuff, which are spells too, and ancient manuscripts, and places to find those, sought after spells that have been lost since the beginning of time, and they just turn up here in the Curiosities shop. Okay, now, Ginny could also do the job too. There's a lot in here, but we're going to have 2 parts to this shop. On the other side, we've got lots of foods that are tan. We've got pizza on a tan base. We have got a big pizza costume on a tan base. We have got hot dogs, which are tan, and we have a hot dog costume, which is predominantly tan. Are we getting the idea here? Also, hamburger, mostly tan, and what else? Pies are tan. Nice. So are these donut pieces? I don't even know what we're selling here. We're selling all of the foods. I also have a massive ice cream cone piece that I want to try and utilize. Just don't know quite how we're going to make any ice cream for the top, but I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, and waffles. And heart-shaped waffles. Actually, this round one looks a bit like a stroop waffle. You know, the Dutch, those hard waffle biscuits with the caramel inside. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Right, so we got cookies. We got, where do I even start? We've got a cafe on the side. It serves all of the tan foods and nothing else. That's it. Right, so if we're going to make this an interesting display, this is going to be the middle part behind the counter, so I want a nice looking window there. And then we need to build this bit up behind our little partitioned wall. Want an arch over our arched window, so we'll just make sure we backfill all these spaces as we go. And now I reckon that we can use the costumes as as big signs. Come here to get your pizza. Except I need to kind of center this. I'm going to use these cheese pieces, well, in tan, cheese tan pieces, to make a nice little angled frame for the pizza costume. Hot dog's going to go over there. And over here, maybe I could put the ice cream cone? I don't know how. Maybe if I could put the hamburger up. It's not really quite big enough to be a sign, but I'm going to use it as one anyway. So hot dog sign up here. Get your hot dogs. That's the most wacky back wall I've ever seen. Oh, I don't know that I want to come and eat here. So I'm going to use this plate just to hold everything together and put a counter in front of all of our big signage. I love these big curved pieces. They're really useful. So we just need a nice curved top for it. And on here, we are going to make a cookie jar because of course we are, and I can use transparent because it's transparent and it's not technically a color, so it's not technically cheating. Yeah. Right, and in here we got our stroopwafel and some bickies, and they're all tan biscuits. Okay, also got tan cones. Anybody else sick of hearing the word tan? Beige cones. And this is as good as I can get for an actual ice cream topper because the ice cream thingies in Lego are not tan yet. But I have another mop and I think I can use the mop head as the biggest, like a string cheese ice cream. You know when the soft serve machine goes wonky and it's just like so wonky, that's drip down the bottom there. So that heart shape is now the ice cream drip from our big stringy soft serve ice cream. That's so bad. Okay, we're going to put this counter back here where it should be and use these donut pieces to be stools. So these actually came out of the police station, which I have not bought and I have not built, but I just bought the donut pieces off Bricklink. Right, okay, what else are we going to do? Let's give her an ice cream scoop in tan ice cream scoop and stand her back here, ready to go. Good, okay, nice work, Jenny. Right. Over on the side, if I use some wedge pieces and some of these grill pieces, I can use this for a display area. And I'm going to build a box to display stuff over here, like a self-serve area. And our self-serve box is going to just sit on an angle because it'll just sit in that groove on the front of the grill. And this, we're going to stack it full of hot dogs because they just fit so perfectly. There we go. That's where you come to get your hot dogs from. Who knows how long ago they were prepared? Don't ask. I don't think you want to know. And this ice cream cone, I just don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's put it on a stand. And then there is nothing other... I don't even know... Is this even going to fit? Is this the worst? I really want to put it in though, but is this the worst idea? Look, you know, it can't be worse than a lot of my other ideas. Let's give it a bash. Right, so... Inside it, I'm going to build up a kind of a framework so that I can have an idea. So if I put these in here, that doesn't look like ice cream, but I'm going to use these tan hair pieces to, if I'm like, put them around the sides as well as on the top, do they look convincingly enough like scoops of ice cream? Does it work? Does it just look like creepy hair pieces stacked on top of an ice cream cone? I think it kind of works. If we were to zoom out, it would work a lot better. But That's the only way that I can think of to create an actual ice cream cone in tan. I'm going to move this over a little bit because we need a bit more room for our massive, ridiculous hair ice cream cone. And the hair just keeps falling off. Get back on there, scoop of ice cream hair. This is a magical shop after all, so who says that the ice cream can't be hair-shaped? It's not up to me to decide. Ice cream can be whatever shape it wants to be. Okay, that is concerning, but I'm leaving it there. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, we got pizzas. Let's make a pizza oven. So this should be nice and easy out of tan. There are plenty of tan bricks, which are actually printed like bricks. So a nice big wood-fired brick pizza oven. And we'll build that up and put another one of these thingies on the side. Stick the pizza at the front there. I don't actually have one of those big paddles in tan to use, so I don't know how we're going to get it out. We just have to imagine that it gets out. And take this up to a pointy spot on the top and pop it over here. Good. All right. And there's still space beside it. And this is where it's all going to get a bit concerning. I think that we should make a self-serve section for our pizzas. So here we have got a pizza that has come fresh out of the oven. It is all sliced up and I'm making a display for it to go on. And here is our display come from the curiosities side of the shop. And if I build up the back of my golem display, it's completely the wrong universe, but I don't think that matters with this sort of build. So he is going to be our pizza dispenser, our pizza holder. So let's put another nice fresh pizza here on his hand, enticingly waiting for you to come and take it from the creepy looking dude in the corner. And another slice of pizza pre-cut. Looks so delicious. So warm and enticing. Gollum says, "Come, take my precious." Right. Pizza dispenser is unique and ready to be installed in our cafe over here, right next to the pizza oven. Okay, that is great. Okay, we got hot dogs, we got pizzas, we have got ice creams. What else do we need? Well, we've got a big open area in the middle, so let's make a sitting area. But before we do that, we're going to just smooth over the top so that everything's nice and held together. Now we can make a seating area for the cafe and for the shop. I have two matching cushions, but I don't want to make I don't want to make matching chairs because that would be boring. This is not that sort of matchy kind of shop. This is eclectic. It's where all the things are mismatched and interesting. So we're going to make one kind of comfy chair and use these rounded over pieces, which thankfully come in tan, thanks to the bread pieces, to make the sandwiches. So we'll use them as the arms of the chair. And then we just need some studs on the bottom. And that's going to sit it up off the floor. Nice. One beautiful comfy chair. The next one is going to use the same cushion as the base, but we're going to use this as the back. Well, as the back, the seat back. And then, I think that'll do. And then we just smooth over the back and put some, put a little round bit on the bottom. Now, maybe a table? We're going to need a low table. So these pieces with the ridges on the side are really pretty and they just make it a little bit more interesting. And this is going to have a pie on it. Whoever's sitting here has ordered a whole pie. Pass enough to my own heart. Just why would you have a piece when you can have the whole pie? So here we have our pie ready on the table, all served. And why would we not make a smoothie? If we've got all the smoothie pieces, let's make a smoothie too. Right, we have all the tan things. These now need to somehow fit in this space. So where are we going to put them? They're going to need to be angled interestingly. So to do that, I need to just put an extra stud on top of my stud, and that way I can put them in between the spuds. I was going to say the spaces, but in between the studs, in the spaces. And I can do the same thing with this chair too, kind of. Where do I kind of want it? I don't really know where I want it. Let's take that out for a moment. Let's pull these base plates together a bit better, and then I can put it between the studs there. Yeah, okay. And put the smoothie up here ready for service. And now I think that looks pretty good. My hair ice cream pieces just keep falling off. I don't know how effective they are. Now, there's this big empty space back here. I feel the need to fill it. So why don't we build a a miniature castle, even kind of like a Hogwarts, kind of, or it's I can imagine that it's a castle that whatever you do inside it, like a doll's house, magically happens in real life in that place. That's what this is. This is very valuable and very, very dangerous to have in the hands of anybody, really. So let's make a miniature of, yeah, it's kind of like my version of Hogwarts when I'm not even looking at it. But I'm just putting all the pointy pieces on wherever I can. Let's put this up there and build up the back just a bit to sit that over those little wedge pieces, and then take this to a point. There we go. There's our castle. It's nice. Now I think we'll make it a little bit floaty. We'll put it on a stand, and then it needs a jumper thing. What do you call those things? Jumper studs. And it can go in. Oh, that is way too big. I really want to put it in though, but now it looks really cluttered. Can I fit it? It fits technically, but it's just so cluttered. I have to take it out. Maybe I could put it over here next to the serving desk as an extra part of the build. Maybe over here. It doesn't really integrate so well. Oh, forgot to put my thing on here. Look, I have a bag. Perfect for the hangy hook there. I almost forgot that. That could have been catastrophic if I forgot to install the bag. Right, I've taken the castle out because it's just too much. It's too much in our too much tan build. I cannot believe I said those words. It can never be too much. But it was too much. Okay, all right. I think the thing that this is absolutely cray-cray, but it's got all of the interesting things happening in here. It totally is fan fiction for Harry Potter, some sort of alternate reality. And we can swap around. Ginny and George can do different. They can swap the jobs around each day to make it more interesting for them. That gives them a more expanded skill set too. It's very, very smart. Okay, tan, too much tan is technically completed. I can't imagine putting another floor on this. Do not make me. It's not gonna happen. But I do have more too much builds. Gosh, that's not even good English. Too much builds planned. So just keep your eyes checked out for them. That's not even English either. Okay, it's definitely time for me to go. So I'm gone. Bye.